Okay, that's weird. Can someone just verify the stream on my channel, please? I just need to make sure this is working properly.
Uh, it's running for me.
Alright, cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was
Seems to
weird.
be live.
I don't know what that was all about. And it says the Fate touched on it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Alright, guys, cool. Let's fucking do this. So, last we left off. Finding yourself in the Feywild. Following through with a task that was given to you with retrieving a life seed, which comes to find out is a Lauma seed, an object that holds the power of life, be it limited, still a source of amazing power, even if it is only usable just maybe once or twice, depending on the circumstance. After losing one of your colleagues, a ritual performed to do what's best for the party, or at least what the party chooses would be what's Lauma's will. Through the ritual itself, it winds up sprouting tendrils that wrap around you like coils in a vine, pulling you into this vortex. This vortex pulling you through this warped tunnel after falling for X amount of time, being spat out into a lush jungle-like environment. Mist surrounds you as you kind of linger and rest on top of this plateau. Through the breaks, conversations happen. And towards the end of your break, you hear or feel a small vibration coming towards you. Kuza, your audio is...
Oh, sorry.
You're good. You come across this snake-like creature who initiates a fight with you, and mid-fight, this out of the mist, this giant lizard Tyrannosaurus Rex looking motherfucker bites down on this Yuan-T, cutting it in half, and a combat ensues. Fedivin almost mortally wounded, as well as Remy, although stabilized and recovered. There seems to be some lingering effects with that, but you smite this creature, cut it open to reveal everything it's eaten in the past 7 days. A couple of knickknacks here and there, a couple of gross transitions, but one of the major highlights through that fight was the meeting and greeting of a new fellow to the party, this kobold who seems to have a pet drake. After a little meet and greet, you begin to head south through the fog into the wilderness, and I believe that's exactly where we had left off.
Yeah, because we started heading south.
Correct. I was just making sure I didn't have any DM inspirations to give out. Sorry about that. All right, guys. So that's where we're going to pick up our today's session, guys. So as you cut through vine and brush, you guys are no stranger to woodland travel, but this one's unique. This one is very thick, very, very lush. Like, even the moss has moss. The vines have vines, and this plant life just seems to stretch across everything, desperately grasping onto each other for some sunlight as the canopy does project like an umbrella below. Mist and condensation are everywhere. The sounds of wildlife, birds, reptilians, squeaking, squawking, cricketing, and popping sounds can be heard almost with every step. Wildlife of different colors, mushrooms, little mushrooms that grow on bark, underneath foot, stepping into puddles of just wet sand, underbrush. Occasionally, becoming across these plants with these red berries that seem to grow on the underside of these leaves. At one point, you find yourself coming across a line of what appears to be ants that seem to be on the move. This trail of ants, really thick and very heavy. You do your best to avoid it and jump over it to try not to disturb whatever is happening here. Eventually, after about an hour's worth of cutting and pruning through this brush and undergrowth, you find this trail. It's a very simple trail, straight, left to right. It's narrow, forcing single file movement only. It's to the point that the brush on either side of this trail literally would scrape your shoulders, but a trail nevertheless. The canopy above doesn't show much sunlight, but a couple of rays kind of crest in here and there. Having laid foot on this, why don't we start off with investigations, everybody?
Ooh.
Investigation, brain, there it is.
They got on
Fed-
the brains of this organization.
Fedivin, you know, you're injured the most, and you know your head is just hung low as you're trying to navigate through this with the assistance of your teammates. Faru and you both look down, and you notice that there seems to be some foot traffic on this very, very, very narrow trail.
That's a lot of Aries.
Is it foot traffic or snake traffic?
Well, with the 20 investigation, it does seem to be a myriad of different things. The issue is that they seem to overlap each other, so getting a direct printout read is difficult here. However, some of them seem to be booted, some of them seem to be hooved, some of them appear to be clawed, some of them appear to be slithered.
Shmi, you come across this place before? This path? Shmi?
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't hear you. What'd you say again? Sorry. My audio cut out there for a second.
You come across this path before?
You come across many paths.
You know where any of them lead to?
Well, not exactly.
Well, I can ascertain the direction of these footprints, but do we want to go towards them?
So a little bit more context as this conversation goes through, and I'll just draw on the already existing map, and I'll draw in blue. You know, let's just draw in white. Maybe that'll stand out. Just to give a little bit more context. So if this line represents the trail that you come across, and let's say you guys are coming in through the tree line on this side, so there very much is like this way or a this way kind of situation, and the trail's long, right? It's long, semi-wavy. You know, I would say at least a football field in either direction before visibility is either obscured by a turn in the trail or maybe some brush that just seems to be overgrown.
And which way were the boots and the hoof prints pointing?
Everywhere.
Oh, okay, so it's both ways.
It seems to be high trafficked or has been high trafficked. Whether it's an active traffic is difficult to say with so much fuckery going on.
Do we know what direction the traffic is going in? You said we see the boots
said both
everywhere.
ways.
Are there any? Oh, you said both.
Yeah.
Is it east and west or?
I mean,
Was it-
you're welcome to attempt a survival to ascertain some sort of direction.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll roll that.
Was it morning when we started?
Holy
Oh, shit.
So I will answer your question in just a second, Stephen. With that, Faru, you're curious to get at least a crude directional path. The sun seems to be high in the sky, and even though you can't quite see it directly with this canopy, occasionally it crests through, and you realize that the sun is in the early morning area. And you ascertain that, the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, and you're assuming that that way is east. So I will put a compass on the ground to represent your crude directional.
Direction sense, yeah.
Let's go with this.
It seems that the sun is over in that direction, and I have ascertained that these are going in opposite directions. But it seems like I have what I need. Follow me.
And then, Steven, you had asked a question. I apologize.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was my question about the sun.
Gotcha.
So what did Faru find out from the direction?
That the compass is his crude idea of the cardinal directions of your current location.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, without us knowing where we are, I should say we pick a direction and go. We know we're going east or west.
I think we should probably go east.
You know
What
what?
say everyone?
Right is might, so east is... Wait, we're coming from the south, right?
We're heading south.
We're heading south, yeah.
Oh, we're heading south.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know what they say, right is right. Right is might, so let's go west.
It doesn't matter to me. Just make a decision so I can get some west here. As I'm leaning up against a tree.
Faru comes up to you, Bedouin, and he's like, "Oh, hold on, Bedouin. I have something I can help you with." And he takes out his holy symbol, and he puts his hand. It's emanated green, and you get, I think, 15 hit points back. I used Channel Divinity. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Hold on. Harness Divine Power. I think that's it. No. Preserve Life. That's it. Sorry, Channel Divinity, Preserve Life. You can use a Channel Divinity to heal badly injured people. As an action, you present your holy symbol. Evoke healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. Choose any creature within 30 feet, being Bedouin, and divide those hit points among them.
That's 20 points. 5 times your heal. Your
No,
level.
Oh, I can't
more than half.
Yeah, I can't give you more than half of your maximum hit points. That's why I can only give 15.
Gotcha.
I can only do so much, but I hope this can keep you with us longer.
The wound on your stomach, Fedvin, it begins to magically close a little bit. The issue is this, right? So even though your wound is noticeably better and a little bit more manageable, you still feel a discomfort within you. You do feel as if your injuries are a little bit more than surface deep.
As he's healing me, I'll feel the wince of pain and I'll cough up a trickle of blood.
Absolutely.
Seems these injuries are far further than I can help you with, but I'll keep an eye on you.
Beautiful. As that conversation is happening, Schnee, I mean, you're new to this party and you're kind of just acknowledging your party, this groups of peoples. You've been with them for about an hour and a half at this point. As you've traveled through, there seems to be they don't seem to be too alarmed with your presence. Nevertheless, you're in this just like they are. What's in your head at the moment?
Shnee's just kind of occasionally just like staring at Apto, particularly around the main area. Just kind of like curious. as Apto's patchy.
Yeah.
To put it politely. And he's just not really sure what's going on or what. Like it just piques his interest. Is all. He's just kind of staring at it occasionally.
Got you. Apto, you're welcome to respond to this line of views.
No, I just like look at him curiously, like, what the hell? Like, oh my god, it's a kobold. The kobolds look at me like, oh my god, the kobolds look at me. What the hell is wrong? Like, does he want to eat my face? I don't know.
This is great.
Like, Susano said to trust him. Susano said to trust him. Susano said to trust him. That's all I have
He's
to
just like,
thinking about.
he's just going to kind of keep staring at Apto with like a little bit of blank curiosity, if that makes sense. As again, just focusing more like around the main area of his face with the scales.
Like, oh my god, I think this kobold wants to eat
It's like a week ago.
It's just Abdo stinking
It
to
was really
himself.
good. Awesome. Ernie, and you don't have to offer. I know you have a headache, man. But you're also here as well. Do you wish for us to just kind of pass your inner monologue, or are you good to give one?
Just pass me, please.
Roger that. All right. As the group looks around to Sano, you as well, since you seem to be the main weed chopper here, cutting through all this brush, you find yourself kind of wiping off your blade a little bit, as you don't want it to get too icky and dirty. It's already pierced the flesh of a T-Rex, and now countless vines and weeds and brush. You look down at the situation as well. You're more than welcome to offer your inner monologue.
I don't care which way we go. I think we need to find an area for Fedevin and Remy to rest. They're too beat up. I don't want to run into another one of those fucking dinosaurs.
No sooner than you say that, you do hear an echoing roar in the tree lines. It seems to be distant, but it's definitely hearable.
Oh my fucking god. I don't want to say I jinxed it, but I fucking think I did.
Yeah, that's the big one.
That's the big one.
If that's the big one,
The big
good
one.
god.
Let's go the opposite direction of that noise.
Did anybody pick up which way that came from? Because we're going opposite of that.
I'll tell you what, I will give you an averaged group survival check at disadvantage to at least get a idea. If somebody wishes to do the math for me, that would be fantastic.
Wait, you said disadvantage?
It'll be, so basically take the average of all disadvantage rolls.
13, 12, 5, 7, 5, 7.
That doesn't look good.
Is a 8 average.
8 average.
We'd be a lot better if it was just the regular roll.
Regular.
So, in that, I mean, you heard the audio, but you're in a really weird place. The brush around you, although you're standing on this trail, and once again, this trail is so narrow that it's almost like just single file kind of situation. And it's just difficult to really pinpoint with all the trees in the way, with all the ambient sounds of the jungle. At your best guess, it sounds like it's coming. If the trail was the hemisphere, or like if the trail was the equator, you feel as if this sound came from the south side of the trail, but no real pinpoint.
Well, fuck.
Alright.
Alright, so we go to the west, we can run
Can
into
you
it. We go to the
massage
east,
that?
we can run into it.
Like,
I
so
think we should
bad.
stop heading south.
We must make a decision soon, or we may be
that doesn't hurt.
in
It's like
for a
in the
much
pinch.
larger
It's
fight than the last one.
You know, I say we go this way.
Flipping a coin.
After start-
Flipping a coin. Heads, we go left. Tails, we go right. Heads is 1.
Head this one.
It'll work.
Heads,
We're going right.
Tails and 2, we going right.
I love the fact you actually rolled
Oh,
a
that's-
D, dude. That's great.
So you decided to go west, is that correct?
Yeah, we're going west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you collect your bearings, and once again, Fett, even though you're injured, you're still, occasionally utilizing the assistance of your crew, occasionally putting your arm up on them, and they kind of help you hobble yourself along.
Hey, Frog, was that enough time for me to catch my breath and bandage up a little bit?
Yeah, I don't see why not. You guys can take a short rest. You have been kind of, just chilling there. So whoever wishes to utilize the effects of a short rest, you're more than welcome to do so.
I don't have any hit dice. Do I just cry?
Yeah, actually, that's bad.
Welcome to me on Monday. Mister, you have a spell left?
Wait, was that you? Who asked about the spell? Oh my god. Well, no one asked.
After an hour, Remy would heal up from his medicine.
Oh, okay, that's perfectly cool with me.
Okay, then I'll put Remy down.
All right, so why don't you all do me a favor here? I am going to draw a line on the map, and I'm going to draw an arrow saying that you're going that way. This is not directly where you guys are on the map. This is just a point of reference. I'd like you to drop your tokens in the marching order that you are in right now. Because remember, this trail is a single file trail.
Where?
Let me flip myself around here just a minute. I'll get between Susano and.
I think I would have to be up front since I'm weed whacking.
We all went to elementary school, right? I just want to make sure.
No, we did not, Frog.
We're doing a lot of cutting in while.
Pull the rope.
All right, awesome. Since we are on that.
There we go.
Okay, so Sasano. Actually, let's go with Sasano and Schnee and Faru. Give me a let's go with 3 individualized perception checks.
505.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, nice.
500 for 5. I read 500.
Oof.
500 for 500. No, seriously, I want 500 back.
Faru, as you're the kobold is shorter than you, so you're easily able to look over its head, and you see Sasano. Even though you're on a trail, occasionally a little bit of brush grows on. He kind of whacks it away. Faru, being as attentive as you are, you look ahead a couple of 100 feet, and you notice that the trail begins to widening up just a tad. It's still very much a narrow path, but it widens up a little bit. What you find peculiar the matter is that you see what looks to be like a leg about 100 feet in front of you, kind of peering out from behind some brush. You also catch a whiff of campfire.
Hey, guys, silence. Look, I seem to have found. There seems to be a lag in a campfire, just about 100 feet away. We need to be silent and be careful.
How big is the leg?
How large is the leg?
Human-sized.
Okay, if it's roughly human-sized, it could be. I don't know, but we just need to be careful.
Schnee, you said the one you were looking for was kobold, right? Not a human?
No, I'm a kobold. He's not kobold.
What is he?
I don't know.
Well, we might be running into him, according to Faru.
Yeah. I don't know him, but his name's Razor.
Well, we might want to be prepared, because we might be fighting a razor.
Mm.
As you kind of say that, Schnee will his hand will kind of go towards the lance he has and just kind of grip around the handle.
Should we silently surround him? Or do you just want one of us to go in?
I can keep Overwatch back here, just stuck down behind some of this brush. 100 feet would be no problem for me.
You would see what looks to be like a eaten lizard, right? Like as if they caught an iguana and they ate the midsection out, and you just see this toasted, roasted, mostly eaten iguana carcass just kind of get flung onto the trail next to that leg. The leg now scoots itself in a little bit.
They seem to have gotten done with their meal, so maybe they won't be as hungry when we arrive. But seriously, we need to be ready for anything. Just be safe, everyone, while we head in this direction.
Well, let me see if I can get a closer look. I'll try and stealth in.
All right. As Sasano kind of breaks off, so you know what? Let me illustrate a little bit more in depth here. First of all, why don't you roll me your stealth? And you did. Okay. So
Yeah,
let's
that's gonna be a loud stealth.
so let's represent what exactly is happening here, and then we can get a little bit more context. So it's going to be a very crude concept here. So let's just say this X is a campfire that you can smell, at least faintly. And yeah, and then all that is trees on the outside here. So this square over here is all trees. This is all trees. And
Which way did he throw the iguana?
Left or right.
Okay.
all right, Sasano, this is your show. How are you gonna stealth in?
Just gonna move up right here to see if I can see anything.
All right, that's close enough for their perceptions. Let's see what we get.
Well,
As you push in, you're keeping a low profile. I assume everyone else kind of ducks into the tree line a little bit.
Fogger goes over here,
So-
like in the trees, because he doesn't want to be out in the open.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a clearest view possible, so I'll probably like move right here, and I'll notch an arrow and watch over it, and I'll let an arrow fling if anybody attacks. Sano.
Absolutely. I will once again just clarify. So this brush is super thick. Anytime you're inside it, if you're not on the trail, you will not have line of sight on anything. Just so you're
Yeah,
aware.
I'm just off to the side of the trail.
Correct.
I'm like halfway in the bushes, just leering out.
Yeah, I'll be back here with Remy and Fedevin just in case.
Ooh. All right, Sasano. As you make your way, sorry, I was just force-fed mac and cheese. As you make your way in, the closer you get, you start to hear some adult roar. Every day, patrol this, patrol that. I'm getting sick of dead ends orders. Calm down, bro. Like, it's not that bad. It could be worse. Would you rather be shoveling horseshit like you were before you got here? No, you don't understand. It's just the jungle gets to me. And now with everyone disappearing lately, like, I mean, you never know. That's all, right? I just don't like being out here when it's just the three of us. I know, but relax. It could be worse, You could be on the freaking deck of the merchant ships that come in here and there. And start scrubbing that shit out in the salt air. It's terrible. At least here we have shade. I don't know, man. This place gives me the willies, man. It's like Dead End never sees us. He just makes us do it. Tom, no, not him. He gets to stay at the freaking keep all day and do all that shit work in there. At least it's cooler. Out here, as he smacks his neck, like where he smacked a mosquito. Out here, you gotta deal with these fucking things. Do you have any more of that iguana? Bro, you had yours. So, Sasano, you kind of just hear all that as you creep closer. I'm going to say they sound about 10 to 15 feet away from you. But once again, the brush is super thick here. You have zero visibility on them.
okay, so I'm gonna say, based on what they were saying, they might be soldiers, they might be mercenaries.
Dwarf strikes diamonds. Collect one.
I'm gonna slowly back out and relay what I overheard to the rest of the group and form a decision on there of whether to engage or disengage.
Roll another stealth for me as you change directions. Against their perception. Ooh. As you turn around, yes, you absolutely hear something crunch under your foot. Huh? Did you hear that? Is it one of those things again? And an individual, I guess now I got to use tokens since things went differently than I anticipated. Please hold. Let's just throw. You hear, and I'll just use 3 of them here, just for shits and grins. You see an individual move out into, well, whoever's out in the trail would see this. So, Apto, since it looks like you're still on the trail, you would have direct visibility of this rough-looking human kind of standing out on the trail. He's currently looking away from you. He hasn't quite turned around to look down the trail.
So how are you like feeling? Only 28. How's your
Wait,
leg feeling?
Oh, hello. Hey! Hello! Everyone's hitting, right? Everyone but me.
Who goes there? As you see this rough-looking human point towards you. Guys, there's someone down there! And these 3 kind of make themselves visibly seen, and they draw swords. Halt!
Alright,
Oh, sorry.
I'll put my hands like up to like my shoulders, if that makes sense. Like just raise them a little bit.
What do you mean? Like a surrender, like if I'm freezing kind of thing?
Sort of like, hey, I mean no harm. I'm just looking for shelter.
These 3 approach. Now, Sasano, you are just on the tree line as they walk. It looks like they're about to walk past you. It is within your grounds to do something as they're walking past you, if you choose.
I'm just gonna sit where I am right now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make a sound because Apto's doing Apto.
Okay. Same concept as these individuals would be walking past Schnee, Faru, sort of, and Fedivin, as well as Remy. You guys can choose to do something if you wish. If not, that's cool too.
Still just kind of hunkered down, holding on to my bow notched.
And I want Schnee, Faru, and Fedivin to roll me a stealth with advantage, please, because you are tucked away in some deep brush.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
Give me one second. I'm still checking something here.
Hey, what armor do you have, Fedivin?
Probably scale.
And it's with advantage, so you got... Oh, yeah, no, because it
Yeah,
cancels.
no, yeah.
All right, did everyone roll?
I did not. I was checking something. Sorry.
These are all on sale.
Zoe,
Yeah?
can you please fill this up with ice water?
Oh,
Oh, shoot.
well, we're about to burn a hole, guys.
Yeah. Well, that
Huh?
kind of fits with
What?
what I was debating to do.
I can't. You said it was with advantage, right? So you'd get 7 instead of 2, right?
Correct.
Or yeah.
No, it's heavy.
Oh
Air
no,
roll,
it'd
you
still be
get
2 because it's heavy. No, you're right. Yeah.
It's a straight roll.
Gotcha. All right, guys. So,
Yeah.
as the front 2 continue in the direction of Apto,
Wait, hold on. If they look like they're going to get within 5 feet of me, I won't look.
Oh, Joe, you can go to bed now if you
I'll
like.
make sure to keep 5 feet of space between us.
okay, let's handle the one that stayed behind first, and then we could definitely talk about what Apto is going to do. So, as this last one in line, let's just call him Timothy. As Timothy makes his way towards Apto, you know, the glint, not a glint, let me rephrase, out of the corner of his eye, something spooks him as he begins to look in Schnee's direction.
Imagine there was 4 dice.
As he's not even like touching anything yet, he's just kind of like, he's got that bewildered look, like he maybe saw something blue or something that, you know, one of these things are not like the other.
Yeah.
Okay. And do I get a reaction to this or?
I mean, he's right in front of you, looking in your direction, as if he's like squatting down a little bit, trying to look under the brush. He looks to the side.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
Belt transports
Schnee is just going to yell out charge as Strum
God.
has him on Strum's back go barreling a little bit forward into the guy.
All right, hold that thought. As these other two, so we're gonna pause that moment in time. As these other two get within 5 feet of Apto, and Apto, you begin to back up. These two do have their blades drawn, so they look tattered, man. They look like they're not in uniform, although they seem to have this. Like a bandana wrapped around their right bicep. You know what I mean? Kind of like a marking or like a guild crest of some sort.
Yeah.
Their guild crest looks like a wolf head on a red background.
Wolf and okay.
What was that?
It's
A
like,
wolf head on a red background.
I think I have a picture of it, but I'm gonna have to find it all over again. That was on my last rig. I might have to recreate it. But it's like a wolf head on a red kind of cloth, so like a white wolf head and Anyway, you get the idea. And it's very crude. It does, fucking Betsy Ross didn't put this shit together.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, Apto, as they the one in front kind of holds his blade out towards you. Why are you here? What are you doing here? Are you a Holy Empire spy?
No. I was on top of a mountain like 2 days ago, and now I'm here.
There's no mountains here. You take us for fools.
Yes.
Because
The honest answer.
Because that's what you want to say.
You have to respect the honesty, though.
Like, do you want an
Honesty is
honest
not-
answer, or do you want me to lie?
Oh, thank you, Apto. I needed that.
Gangsta recognizes.
I was gonna say at this point, the shtick is up.
So, oh boy.
One could say.
Can I react?
I think there's a lot of reactioning going on, but yeah, what would you like to add on top of the pile of shit?
I'm going to move out, and I hope this works.
Gonna kill a couple civilians. No big deal.
I'm gonna yell, "Calm the fuck down!"
Oh my god.
I'll just look at them and be like,
with my blade drawn.
Okay, so
wait.
here's what happens. So all this happens simultaneously, this clusterfuck of holy shit. So the individual that's squatting down in front of Schnee right now, like he's squatting down, he's getting ready to let me put my fucking camera on so you guys, I can act this shit out for you.
And action.
Live entertainment. Can't hear you, Frog.
No, because I burped. I didn't want you guys to listen to the burp.
Let's try this again. Action.
All right, so like he's squatting. He's got a low profile. He's kind of like moving the trees, and like just as it reveals kind of you, Schnee, that's when Sasano kind of pops out and he kind of looks that way, and just shouts, "It's a trap!" And that's when you hear Schnee say, "Charge!"
My god. They're gonna think we're friggin' muggers.
So, Schnee, why don't you go ahead and give me a mounted attack since you're literally standing on this dude.
Alright,
Oh man.
be a 20.
Roll damage.
Wait, why do you get advantage?
Because kobolds have pack tactics.
Oh,
As
he's
long
within
as-
5 feet of it. Yeah.
And I'm currently I'm on top of the Drake.
Oh shit, that's badass.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
18 overall.
How do you end this guy? Remember, he is squatting, kind of like sitting on his heels.
As Strum charges forward, he just lunges the lance forward as it just kind of just goes straight into like the Adam's apple area.
Oh, dude.
Ow. Absolutely. You lance this dude straight up in the jugs. And it like the tip of your little kobold-sized lance just kind of protrudes out of the back of his neck. He clearly is like trying to like say something, and all that comes out is spurts of blood. Eventually, his body would go limp as you slide your lance out of it. He crumples to the ground. Sasano, you did your intimidation, and he's terrifiedly dead.
You scared him to death, son.
So Wood is going to move him over there. Faru, actually, hold on. Before we get to Faru and Fett, because Apto is officially on the board. So, Apto, you hear charge as you look over these two shoulders, and they turn around and see what the fuck just happened. So, these two are not currently actively staring at you. As they
I'll
just
pull out my sword,
Okay.
point it in their directions. See, fools indeed, now surrender.
He has. He has to have one.
Roll,
Oh, reverse carded.
roll a persuasion or an intimidation.
Let's roll intimidation here.
You're not scary at all.
It's the patches, man. It's the patches.
Yeah, I want to say it's hard to be scared of a lion with no mane.
You might want to use that roar.
Oh man.
No. No.
Faru hates all of this.
I'll give you these.
Right?
No.
Listen, we didn't expect Apto's honesty.
I didn't expect fucking Shnee to charge a guy in the fucking head.
That's what Faru is thinking. He's just giving the evil eye to Shmi right now. He just fired.
Can I take an action? Can I take an action real quick for?
Well, you're about to, as these two are going to, because all they see is Sasano and Shni. All right, so let's call this guy John Boy. John Boy, it will be running towards Shni with his scimitar out, looking like he's getting ready to swing at Shni. So, Fedivin, you are more than welcome to react to this action.
Oh, okay. I mean, before he ran over there, I wanted to hop out onto the path. So I wanted to hop out here.
You jump out in front of him, and he gets spooked as you reveal yourself.
Bow's still drawn, pointed at him. Faru, see if you can heal this guy. Hey, look, we don't want any trouble. All right? You caught us by surprise.
Oh god, is he like? Do I think he's like dead?
You
Or
killed
do
Timmy!
You bastard!
Oh,
So
what have you done?
He's freshly dead, so maybe we can heal him?
Can I get a message check to see if he's like not dead, or is he just like? On
Well,
the,
I mean,
he's
this
on the-
is all happening in real time. All right, so
Yeah.
so Fedivin just jumped out in front of a charging John Boy. John Boy having his sword out as Fedivin's speaking. John Boy will be swinging at you, Fedivin.
Okay.
Oh my God, really? An 18 to hit? Is that the kind of night we're gonna have?
And I'm in the jaws of another T-Rex.
Only 2 slashing grazes over your armor. And the face of this guy is just he's got the whole yard kind of face. You all right? Where you going? Okay.
I'll take it, and I'll just raise back my bow, point right at his face.
Okay. The other individual will be charging Apto.
Oh, boy.
Roar like Chewbacca.
Wow. As Apto, you raise your shield to block his scimitar attack, and it knocks it out of his hand and flies into the trees.
I said surrender, damn it!
He's in the process of pulling out his crossbow from his back.
You are foolish indeed. As I slice at him.
Now, Faru, you may go.
Oh, I rolled a medicine check, and it was a 19. I just
Alright.
want to see if this guy's dead.
You see a big hole in his fucking throat.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he dead.
I'm just gonna look at everybody with like a bit of a disheartening look. Maybe not that, but
Whoa, what did I do to that?
yeah,
where this guy went, there's no coming back.
yeah, I'm just gonna stare at Apto. Just wait.
Wait, I don't swing at him. Can I swing at his crossbow?
You're welcome.
after Sasano gets a go, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm slowly making my way up to yeah. Um, I guess stepping over this guy's body and going right here next to Donovan. And drawing my bow and pointing it at Johnny Boy or what's
John
his
Boy.
name? Johnny Boy.
John Boy.
John Boy, aiming mine at him, and let's hope it works. Nope, that ain't gonna work.
Well, let me see what my roll is. 1 second. Actually, seeing Fedivin's bow and Sasano's bow both pointing at John Boy, it looks like he's in the process of turning around.
What was that?
He's in the process of what?
Turning around, spinning around to go the other direction.
I will shout at him, stop, or you're gonna get arrowed in the back.
Okay, Apto, you're up.
Yeah, I'll swing at the guy's crossbow, trying to disarm him. Is that cool?
It's a called shot, so it has to be a really good roll.
All right, let's see. 21.
That's a good roll.
Wow.
That's a good roll. As he's, you know what? Roll another attack just to validate the hit. Wow, you hit the crossbow square up on the side of where the drawstring is, and it kind of goes bang, and it splits it. He will then throw the crossbow at you as a blunt object. A fucking improvised thrown blunt object with a 21 to attack.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting that.
You take, actually, it's not going to be that damage. It'll be a improvised weapon, so only 1 point of bludgeoning damage. As, man, what are these fucking guys going to do?
Foolish indeed.
You know what? Let's see what Shnee's going to do first.
Oh. Sorry, I wasn't expecting it to actually come back to me, so I wasn't thinking.
I was expecting this to be wrapped up real quick.
I wasn't sure where this was going to go, honestly.
I didn't expect to murder a small band of humans.
Schnee is going to, on Strum here, he's going right up to here. And,
Mine actually is higher, so.
oh, yeah, he's going to say, oh, fuck.
You're literally paying colleges.
No bad guys are allowed to get away! As he just, like, holds the lance, like, pointed at the dude right here in front of me and Fedivin.
Awesome. Would that be what you want to do?
Yeah, because seeing how we're just going for a disarm now.
All right.
Yeah.
So, John Boy begins to run down the trail. Sasano and Fett, because you technically have held actions, you're more than welcome to utilize them. What's up?
Can I replace my held
Good.
action with sicking Remy at him?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So I'm gonna have Remy sick him, and he's going to do a charge at him, but I'm gonna have Remy go for like
I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
clothing or like a shoulder pad or something like that.
Ah.
Just clothing to charge and pin him.
Absolutely. Why don't you go ahead and roll me that attack, please?
Is it going? 15.
A 15. Remy does make contact with this individual. Let's say on his back trousers. It's like ripping at his ass cheek a little bit.
Alright, so it'd be a
Oh,
it's a 12
the very
DC
first half
strength.
was capped right now.
12 DC strength. Please hold. Let's see what we got. Remy brings him down with the slight pinch of his ass cheek and a ripping. He's definitely screaming, but it's just some meaty flesh on his ass. However, the other individual dives into the tree line. Apto, you are more than welcome to make a reaction. Technically, you can do a reaction. So yeah.
Can my reaction be an OA?
An attack of opportunity. If you, I mean,
Yeah.
it could be whatever you want within the realm of a reaction. Because
Oh, wait.
we're not officially in combat. If you haven't noticed, this is more like RP
Okay, okay.
combat.
What would a grapple be? Could I grapple him?
I don't see why not. If you want to try to grab a hold of his arm, sure.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's
Right
athletics,
here.
right?
It would be your athletics versus my either or.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as you grab a hold of the shoulder or the arm banner that I was telling you about earlier, and he kind of rips his arm away from you, leaving only that banner in your hand, like the whole handkerchief is in your hand, and he kind of dives into the tree line.
Alright, get it. Would it be possible to follow him?
To what?
To follow?
To hoe him?
Follow.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try on your turn. I mean, he dove into the trees, and this is very much like very zero visibility in the tree lines. Very, very, very poor visibility. But you are more than welcome to try when it's around your turn. Nevertheless, we have John Boy screaming because of a dog that's currently eating his ass. And we can go into just open RP at this point here. So you hear this man screaming, "Ah! Get it off me! Get it off me!"
Yeah, Fire's just gonna. He's stomping his way towards Schnee. He's like, "You fool of a kobold!"
Fool of a took.
Get off over here, you fool of a took!
Say that again. I couldn't hear you well on my end.
I said, "You fool of a kobold! What are you doing?" They were trying to harm us.
I'll put my blade right next to this
The
guy.
bad guys.
Yeah, I wanted to chase after the other guy.
We're getting to that.
Yeah, okay. Good.
What are you talking about? Just taking some. We were going to try and get past them without a problem.
I
Yeah,
think
you're breaking up. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going like mumbled, breaking up.
We were trying to get past them without problems, and you had to go and skewer this man in the throat. Now he goes to foam us far before his time. What were you thinking?
They're bad guys. Bad guys need to be brought to justice.
Fiery just like throws his hands up. He's like, I need to go over there. We'll finish this later. I'm gonna walk away. I'm just walking away.
Schnee is pure. He does not understand the world fully.
So as you guys are having this little back and forth, Apto will be seen diving into the trees and disappearing from your line of sight. Initially, Apto, you don't see this individual, although you do hear some fast movement kind of cutting through tree limb and brush. Why don't you give me a perception with disadvantage, please? Thank you, baby.
And Frog, I was going to pin this guy over here and then send Remy to help Apto.
Sure.
I got a 15.
A 15 is a great roll. You are able to discern that he seems to be going in that direction based on audio cues and no visual cues. The brush is very, very thick and very, very hard to navigate. Occasionally, as you chase, some vines get wrapped up around you as you try to peel them off and you try to continue to run. Remy, who is kind of coming in behind you, winds up slipping from between your legs and kind of sprinting forward just about 5 feet. Remy, give me a perception with disadvantage, please.
He gets advantage for smelling and whatnot.
Sweet, so make it a straight roll.
Why can't I at least take one?
11.
With an 11, it's still very, very much a difficult task here. After chasing for about a minute, Apto and Remy, you will hear screams coming from in front of you. It sounds screams of dread, like a man who's just witnessed death.
Remy will pause with Apto with whatever he's doing.
Yeah, I'll like hunch low to the ground and creep my way forward to where we heard it.
Sure. You continue to creep your way up as indicated. Eventually, after about another minute, you come across a disturbance in the tree line and brush. On the ground, in the dirt, sand, and foliage, you see a small spurt of blood, but no body.
I had first stuck in my head all day. You know that happened first.
What you gonna do, Apto? Did we lose Apto?
I don't hear him.
I don't either. We're talking Apto, you're muted.
Oh, he just disconnected.
Oh, you must have lost connection.
Okay, what is
I'll
Remy
head
gonna do?
back.
That's what you get for playing Elden Ring.
Hey, don't mock the game. The game's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you like shit.
I'll head back to the.
So did you first hear what I said? I didn't know if you caught what I said.
The last thing I heard was a spurt of blood, but no body.
Correct. And there's like the foliage is a little ruffled.
Yeah, after that I'll head back to the trail.
All right. Well, Remy technically is an independent organism, so what is Remy gonna do? Remy's gonna investigate.
He is curious, but Apto is leaving him, so.
Like, come on, Remy, let's go. Come on, boy.
Yeah, I guess you'd follow if Apto's beckoning him.
Okay. Another minute passes by. You get yourselves back on the trail where you see Sasano holding Johnny Boy. You know what? His name's actually going to be Johnny Boy. Hold on, let me make sure I change it.
And now I have Oh Johnny going through my head.
Oh, Johnny.
Leave her, Johnny, leave.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
Sure. If that's how it goes. So through the eyes of Apto, as you kind of push the last bit of brush as you get back onto this very narrow trail, you see Sasano holding Johnny Boy at sword point, held at his throat. Johnny Boy at this point has flipped over, kind of on his side a little bit. He doesn't want to put pressure on the raw ass cheek. And you kind of see a little blotch of blood where Remy's teeth probably sunk into his butt. What the hell? What do you want?
We're going to ask you a bunch of questions, and you better answer truthfully.
All right.
We can have a nice conversation. Let's go over to your campgrounds.
Oh, could I have picked up the guy's sword, the one that I disarmed?
Sure.
Alright, cool.
It's a really shitty, rusted scimitar.
Oh, never mind. I'll just toss it. Like, oh, this is a piece of shit. Just toss it into the jungle.
Yeah, just flip it over your head. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Wait, what was the banner with the wolf head over what?
So it's like a red handkerchief. It has like an emblem on it that they look. Think of the way the Nazis used to wear their little fucking signature. You know, same concept except it's a wolf head.
All right, cool. I just write it down as wolf head banner. $0.08 on my character sheet.
Yep, and it's red base, and then the wolf head itself is embroidered in white.
All right, cool. Yeah, no good, guys. Couldn't find the other one. Foliage is too thick. But we saw a small pool of blood and a loud scream. Maybe the wildlife got to him.
You know anything about that, Johnny? Or whatever his name is? We don't know.
Why should I tell you anything? You just suck your damn mutt on me.
You're lucky you didn't go for the throat. You want to keep it that way, you'll answer these questions.
You're lucky the rest of us haven't found you. That's what you're lucky on.
I mean, you're lucky you can still count on luck.
13 intimidation. Putting the blade closer to his throat.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Relax, relax.
All right, look, let's go back to your camp and have a nice, easy conversation, okay?
Yeah, whatever. As you pull him over towards the camp, he kind of limps his ass over there, where his campfire is still technically burning. You'll see on a stick another iguana in the process of roasting. In fact, it's probably a little on the overdone side at this point.
Why is it? Yeah, I'm not touching anything.
With Fedivin's grace, I think would be the correct word. I'll give the iguana to Remy.
Sure.
Here you go, Remy.
Remy chunks it, and you just hear crunch, crunch, crunch as the scales and meat that's just burnt basically just crunches in his jaws.
All right. So, look, I'm sorry for the way that things turned out. This is not how we wanted it to go.
Right,
I don't
tell
know.
that to Timmy.
Look, I'm sorry for Timmy. Look, what's your name?
My name is Nobody.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
I'm just a cog in the machine. You ain't gonna get anything from me.
I'll pull
You
out
could-
one of my.
Let me at him, Fedivin. Let me at him.
No. I'm gonna pull out one of my hand axes, hold out his hand, and aim it at his pinky.
Intimidation.
Oh, jeez.
Oh God, please work.
Have we become
Sex
friends?
up! Oh.
That ain't gonna work.
Take it. I'm as good as dead anyway.
Look, guys, look. Hey, easy. We don't need to be going around murdering anybody that we come across.
I'll like to daunting roar the guy.
Okay. Sure.
Is he human?
Oh yeah, he looks human to you.
Alright, Fedivin, stand back about a few feet.
Yeah, I'll let you control it. It's fine.
Right in
Yeah.
front of his face.
Yeah, we're an RP, so I'm not gonna worry about
Right in front of his face. Saliva all over it too.
As you roar, let me do a legitimate roll.
I think it's a wisdom of 13.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
So
He becomes frightened.
as you roar, you'll hear him go, Jesus Christ, all right. Oh my God. And he kind of starts backpedaling and winds up kind of backpedaling into Fedivin.
I'm just gonna hold him.
Alright.
Like,
I
restrain
can
him.
answer this guy's questions.
Keep your damn beast away from me.
Look,
Oh, oh, oh.
where are we?
You know, come to think of it, I don't think I've named this island yet.
In the island.
We're we're in the middle of nowhere. That's where you are.
That doesn't help us. Where are we? Do you want to bring back the... What is he again?
You're on the island in the Ile de Muerte.
Il de Muerte?
The island.
Alright.
What does this bandana represent?
We are one, we are all. Together we are strong.
So you're a bunch of commies, that's what you guys are.
What does that mean? Is that like a motto? Are you in a gang?
I told you, you ain't getting shit from me. Just keep that fucking thing away from me.
All right.
I'll punch him.
Real tired of
Apto,
this.
Apto, come back over here.
Alright.
All right. Yes, okay. We run a business.
What
what,
type
you're-
of business? A
You're
resort?
pirates, mercenaries.
We we prefer to call ourselves proprietors of specialized actions and goods.
So you're smugglers.
Sure.
No. That does not sound like a smuggler answer. You're pirates.
Smuggler can be a pirate. Look, is this Isla de Muerte inhabited, or what are you guys doing here?
Business. You don't have a fucking ear? You don't know how to listen?
Right. But is there a city here? Is there a port? What?
Sure, yeah, there's a port on the north side. You should go before your boat doesn't, before your boat leaves without you. Or before you
You're
get stuck
starting to
here.
Sound like a real smartass, huh?
Look,
Getting
Can I roll
real
insight?
time.
if you just keep your answers straightforward, we don't have an issue. I swear we won't harm you.
Sasano, Fedivin, Schnee, and not Apto because he's frightened. So he's not going to be running in your direction. But Johnny Boy tries to bolt down the pathway. You three are able to make a reaction.
I did say that I was restraining him when he backed up into me.
Yeah, you said you were holding him. He's wiggling. He's trying to get free.
Out of curiosity, would Strum or Remy get one?
Nah.
Okay.
Athletics, grab him.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
That's better than what I was about to fucking roll.
As he's struggling, he kind of does that football twist through Fedivin's arms. Even though Fedivin still has a grip on one of his arms, you come in and just kind of put him in this like you catch him and you kind of throw his neck in a kind of like an arm bar kind of situation, like a chokehold.
Goldberg spear him.
I told you, no more fooling around. No more being a smartass. Break one of his fingers.
Oh!
oh!
As
I'll
you
pull out rope and tie him up.
as you snap his finger, this ear-piercing scream. Ah!
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 200. 200.
Yeah, I'll tie him up.
Mario,
with rope.
technically I'm not killing him. I'm just breaking him.
I like how you have to justify yourself too.
Alright, after he gets his finger broken, Apto will tie him up, you said?
Yes, I have rope.
Okay.
on me.
Hog tie him.
All right, he's tied. At this point, the interrogation has taken about a half hour. You haven't gotten much information from him, but now he's hog-tied with a pinky that's bent in the opposite direction.
Damn, Thunder, you're cold.
Used to do this in the war.
Damn, yeah, even I did that in the war.
Gotta get the information one way or another. Else
Hey.
it's a suicide mission.
Hey. To each their own, right?
Now, go ahead and continue to ask him, Fedivin. If he be the smartass again, or not telling the truth, you're gonna have another finger. And I'll just go and lean up against a tree.
Okay, fine. What do you want to know?
Is this place inhabited?
Yes,
Alright. So where's the closest village, town, city?
that way. As he points deeper into the island.
Alright. And what is the village name out that way?
Doesn't have one.
Is it a big village?
It's home.
No, look.
Alright. So how many people live home?
15.
I didn't know yet.
Insight check?
No.
13?
Against my deception.
No, you guys can match.
Or persuasion if you're telling the truth.
I mean, as he's saying that, he rolls his eyes a little bit, like he kind of looks away from you.
Roll, collect 20. Roll again, and then I'm free. 1, 2, 3.
You satisfied with that answer, Fedivin? Or
10, 11.
Well, who's the head of that village?
No.
You just killed him.
Timmy?
According to your conversation, that was not the head of the village. Snap.
Ah! Ah! No! Ah! As two of his fucking fingers are like crooked. In fact, his ring finger, you can see some of the bone protruding out as it begins to bleed a little bit down his hand. Ah! His name's Dead End! His name's Dead End!
He just sounds like a lovely fella. Dead end. So you guys are smugglers or pirates?
I told you we're proprietors of specialized business and trade.
Yeah. All right. So Dead End is that way. Where's the port?
To the north. Ah.
Oh, and which way was the village? Was that north or is that?
That was the opposite direction we were heading.
The
That's the way
opposite
that we came from.
The opposite way the arrow is pointing currently.
Okay.
So essentially, he pointed east for your question of the village.
Okay, east, and then the port is north.
According to him, yes.
Oh my gosh. I
Okay.
swear.
And is the ports online with you guys?
Oh my gosh.
Are they a free port?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
If they're a free port or if they're with the whatever these guys were called, I already forgot.
We didn't really get their name.
We didn't get that group name or anything.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're coming with us one way or another, so
I can't with
better-
my hand like this.
yeah, that's all right. Apto's strong; he can carry you.
I need a splint.
If you're telling the truth, you can get a splint. Fire here will take care of you.
You hear Fire, he kind of huffs a little bit. And then, like...
Fedivin's gonna whisper to Varu, "Look, man, just go with it. I don't know what to do. I don't like it as much as you do."
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live, he says.
I'm gonna look over to Fediv, I'm just gonna get real close to him and be like, if Apto breaks another finger, if Susano breaks another finger, it's going to be on you. You're supposed to be keeping us all together. And this has gotten wildly out of hand.
All right.
Look, he looks like he has some fucking sense. I want to talk to him.
We're playing good cop, bad cop now.
There's two bad cops and you're the only good
Yeah, that's not how it works.
Yeah, originally it's bad cop, bad cop.
All right. Look. Would Dead End's village, be happy to see visitors? Yes or no?
I'll speak up to Federer, not with him looking like that.
Have to release frog.
Nope, sorry, taking live notes as we go along here.
He's gonna walk away. He's gonna walk away from the group and go to the dead body and he's gonna start praying for the man.
Absolutely. No, don't go! No, you can't leave me with these fucking psychos!
All right, look. Sano, Apto, no more until I say so. Only if absolutely necessary.
Fine. But just know, if we go back to his village, he's gonna rat on us.
And look, we can deal with that bridge when we come across it. Now, would Dead End's village be welcoming to visitors? Yes or no?
People come and go all the time! And you start to see him kind of drift off a little bit.
Sorry.
All right, well,
That's awesome, Faru. Awesome.
Yeah, Faru's he's just praying for about 10 minutes. I'm assuming it works like a ritual or something. He's gonna just pray to Fomas, to carry this man's soul to the afterlife, so on and so forth. And he's gonna come back to the group when he's done.
all right. Is this guy passed out?
If he's not passed out, he's looking pretty close to it as his eyes start to roll to the back of his head.
All right, I'm gonna go up to him, slap his cheek a little bit. Hey. Look, Fire here is gonna take care of you. You lead us to the port. We get a ride out here. You'd never see us again.
Oh, I can't walk. Oh, it hurts.
Faru walks up. He's rolling his eyes. He just shoves Susano out of the way. Can I? Wait, do you want me to shove you, or or are you gonna try and resist it? Because I want to shove you out of the way.
Still leaning up against the tree. I'm not even near him anymore.
Oh, I thought you were.
Broke your finger and then walked away.
Whatever.
I thought that. I didn't know that. You didn't move your character.
He shoves you away metaphorically.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah. Figuratively speaking, I'm shoving it. Anyway, I walk up to the man and I'm like, I'm gonna look at him and be like, let me see your fingers. And I'm just gonna grab his hand, just without.
As you kind of pull his hand close, he's ah.
Mm.
I made
Snap
an
him back
illegal
into-
trade.
Take a medicine check. I want to see how bad it is. 23.
His pinky is only snapped in half, but his ring finger is practically powder.
Ooh.
I'm gonna walk over to Tosano and I'm gonna grab him by his ear. I'm gonna start pulling him over to the man, and I'm gonna start explaining to him the bones, like and how to like heal the bones and what kind of splint he needs and the ingredients for his splint, and be like, "You did this. You need to fix it. Now go. Find the ingredients. Save this man's hand. He may be able to at least play piano weirdly someday."
I didn't kill him.
At least he can still play chopsticks.
I'm gonna
So hold on, let's Asano catch up here. So
Yeah.
as Faru goes to kind of pull you into the situation to explain the situation, Sasano, you're more than welcome to react.
Yeah.
When you go to grab my ear, I'm gonna immediately jump back. I do not like anybody touching my face.
So I just hesitate for a bit and then, grit my teeth. Look at this map. I'm going to show you how to splint his hand, and you fix it.
Fine, but it could have been worse. I could have chopped it off, or I could have killed him, but I didn't. I did it because you were sad about the first one dying. I could have killed him multiple times.
He just nods his head in disappointment. You know how a grandpa looks at you, and he's like... Anyway, so I'm just gonna use my last spell slot and cure light.
I thought you wanted me to put the splint on, so I'll begrudgingly.
Oh,
do
I didn't
it.
know if he's been damaged or something. But
Oh, this motherfucker's hand's in bad shape. So the splint or heal, whatever you want to do, you let me know.
what would I know? What would be in a splint? I don't personally know what would be in a splint, but I think Farman would know. He's
It's like sticks and wrappings. I mean,
Yeah, it's not like maybe
I feel
like strong enough sleeves or something.
They'll heal eventually.
No.
His middle finger won't. Or his crown finger won't.
I guess I'll just tell Sano how to make a splint and stuff, and put it together with that medicine check, and then
Absolutely.
Hopefully
The lesson was very detailed.
Oh wait, Frog, can we strip him to like his bare clothes and just take all his belongings?
If that's your thing, go ahead.
Dude, you're gonna piss Maru off.
Fedivin is not allowing that.
Hey, we don't want him in his armor. We don't want his arms. I'm just going to.
Look, we can disarm him. All right.
So as Apto gets closer to Johnny Boy, who you don't know his name actually, as you know, because he's still fucking terrified of you, he begins to try to like caterpillar away as you're getting closer.
Oh no, I grab him by the collar. Wait, what's he wearing? Is he wearing like armor or anything?
Nah, dude, it's like if you look at the picture. Actually, that's a really bad representation. It's like rags, man. He looked like he was probably homeless 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, that's my bad. I thought he was. Okay, we'll just disarm him.
Oh, he's disarmed.
he's also
he's dishanded.
He's dishanded.
Let's give him a hand. Oh wait.
Just pat him down and everything, just making sure no hidden daggers, nothing.
Yeah, no, you frisk. You get down to his boot, and you absolutely feel a hard object in his boot.
Take his boot off.
A dagger falls onto the ground.
All right, other boot.
Dude, this music.
Other boot, he's barefoot. The daggered boot, he has one sock on, and it's got all like a bunch of holes in it and stuff.
All right, just hand the dagger over to someone. I don't know, Federman probably, and then just put his boot back on.
All right. We frisk him. We set his fingers. All right, Johnny. Point us in the direction of the port.
How the fuck did you know my name?
Oh, I thought he told it to us. I'm psychic.
I'm just like, we have our ways.
All right. Look, buddy. Just show us in the direction of the port. and we'll be on our way. You'll take us with you though. You gotta show us the way.
It's that way. It's that way.
All right,
It's
Apto,
that
grab him
way.
and gag him.
No, get away from me, you beast!
I need more money.
Like I'll gag him with I don't know something.
Yeah, his own sock.
Don't talk.
Get the fuck away from me!
Doing nothing. You're not saying anything.
I will cut like what would be a good like a 5-foot piece of rope maybe, and like tie his sock over to his mouth.
Oh, you can just take the sock. It should be like large enough just to shove it in his mouth. Like he should still be able to breathe through his
Come on,
nose.
guys.
Oh wait, sorry.
Just so he won't spit it out.
So you peel the sock. You peel the sock off his booted foot, and it kind of has that, you know, that sound when you pull a Band-Aid off.
Way to go!
Oh, man,
So that's what it kind of what it sounds like when you pull the sock off. His foot is very much white, like that pruny kind of effect on his foot. Like his foot's either been soggy or sweaty for a day or two straight. As you peel this sock off, and no.
You guys
I
wanted the rope. Tie the rope around it, so you can't spit it out.
You secure the rope.
That man probably had fungus in that sock.
I'll pick him up, put him over my shoulder.
All right.
Put him over his shoulder, or you put him over your shoulder, and he squirms a little bit, mostly from fear, but yeah, he's over your shoulder, man. That's so fucked up.
Oh, man.
It's so fucked up, man.
I wanted to talk to these guys, and she's like, "Fuck this guy in the Adam's apple."
So all of this was not in the script.
Yeah. Hey, Shmi, we're gonna talk about this later, man.
Kobolds will be kobolds.
I'm fighting for justice.
All right, but before we start moving away, is there anything noticeable on this campsite?
Not really. Let me think here. You know what? Sure. Roll me an investigation.
17.
You know where one of the ass prints were? There's like this little satchel that's kind of just off to the side. As you go to it, I assume you open it?
Yeah.
Inside, there's a small, like, doll. The doll itself looks to be a dirty rag doll, but it's kind of in this nice clothing, and it's got buttons for eyes, and one of the buttons are missing.
Okay. Is there any food lying around the campsite besides the lizard?
The dog ate it.
Is there any, like, fruits or vegetables or whatever, or anything?
With the 17, you don't see any food or vegetables that are fruit or vegetables that are kind of picked already, but there is a banana tree not that far from you as you see it kind of crest over the campfire.
All right, I'll just take a few bananas, throw it in the satchel, and take the satchel with me.
Sure, you're welcome to add.
What's that?
You're climbing
no.
that banana tree?
I'll just shoot an arrow at it or something.
Sure, you're accurate enough. Just make sure you deduct the arrow as it's going to kind of fly into the trees.
Look,
Does this guy have a crossbow as well?
Yeah, but you split the fucking pull string on it.
No, that was the other guy who ran away and presumably got eaten by dinosaurs.
No,
I'm assuming that only one of them had a
Yeah,
crossbow.
that's-
correct.
Oh, only one of them. Oh, okay.
Look.
Oh, yeah, they're poor.
look, we're gonna leave this guy stranded, so he's gonna need some food when we leave. All right?
I still have some of that bread that the elves gave us.
It just he'll be fine with bananas.
Alright, you should hold on to that bread. I might eat it later.
All right.
All right.
So we're going north. All right, buddy. Show us the way. Just nod.
Just point. Point and nod. Point and nod.
Mm.
We follow his directions. his nodding head.
You just right into
Alright.
a trap.
Every single time Frog does the voice, I'm just thinking about the sock. Oh.
And I'm gonna keep track of where the sun is to make sure that we're going north.
Sure. Initially, however, he is pointing you east.
Buddy, you don't want to lose any more fingers, right?
No, no, no.
All right, direction of the port. Let's go. Chop, chop.
I'm gonna take my dog out. I'll be right back.
All right, no problem.
As
All right,
he's still pointing you east.
Quickly, let me snap a finger while Parker's gone. I'll start cracking my knuckles.
No.
I have to take the gag out real quick.
I'll do so.
It's that way. You gotta go that way to go north. You don't hurt me anymore.
All right,
I'm feeling a little woozy here.
all right, gag him again. Let's go this way.
No, don't pull up.
Jeez.
Fedevin, before we head any further east, or east in general, we should probably send you to scout ahead when we come across more foot traffic.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be on the lookout with Remy.
All right.
Okay. What kind of a pace are you doing here? Are you going quickly? Are you taking your time?
I think we're taking our time. Just like a normal walk. Since
Okay.
We're carrying somebody.
All right. You head east down the path. After about a minute or two, you actually pass where you guys came out. You step over Timmy's body and make your way to.
Oh, could I take his banana as well?
Sure. So you have two of them now, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, just three. We're gonna take Johnny's.
Or he's just gonna take a banana.
Oh, I see. Like three. Okay, because you stole the one that the guy disappeared. Okay, I see. So you take all three. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So absolutely. You continue heading east. It's been about an hour, and you're still heading east. As you look at Johnny on Apto's shoulder, it almost appears as if he's snoozing.
Apto, wake him up.
All right. I'll like jiggle him a bit, like.
You said north, right? Are we even going north? Doesn't feel like it.
You said we had to go east to go north.
That makes no fucking sense.
Hey,
No.
maybe this trail leads somewhere.
I think it leads to a damn trap. He said this village was in the east with Deadblock or whatever his damn name is.
It's we can look. If he does us wrong and it's a trap, we take them as hostile. I know Faru doesn't want it, but if we're up against hostile people, I'm gonna defend myself. Our main goal is to get off this island, right?
Well, our current goal, yeah.
Well, Shnee's goal is different, but our goal, yeah.
Wait, what does Snee want to do?
Don't you remember? Shnee's looking for a razor.
Schnee,
Well, we can buy a razor back at town.
Wait. Do you think Johnny might know of razors in whatever this guy's camp?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll gag him.
buddy, you awake? I'm sorry.
No response.
Faru, can you check him out?
I'm gonna check, see if he's breathing. You know, check his nostrils and his pulse. Do you want me to roll?
Go ahead and roll that medicine for me.
All right, 15.
He does seem to have a pulse, but he doesn't seem to be coherent right now.
So he's like
looks like he's
unconscious,
out.
like
Yeah.
not just breathing. He's probably in a.
Shot,
That
whatever.
from the shock, yeah. I'm
No,
losing
no.
2 fingers.
Yeah, he just passed out.
Broken fingers. Okay, he's not dead. He's not dying.
Your hair
He might
smells
be
good.
dying from his foot.
He lost
Oh,
a
man.
finger.
Yeah, I'll just keep an eye on him. I'll try and shake I guess.
Sure.
I just told everybody like, he's unconscious.
Oh yeah.
Must have been the pain.
Faru, roll a d4 for me, please.
I forgot.
One.
He seems to be, very much in a light sleep. I'm not going to call it a coma, but he's definitely unconscious. And he doesn't seem to be exhibiting any other signs of physical damage outside of the hand, so it's probably some degree of shock. And occasionally, over the course of your walk, he kind of comes in and out of it.
Okay. I'll just keep an eye on him on after shoulder. Keep close to after.
Fedivin, you're the head of the snake at the moment, right?
Yep.
Roll me perception. With the 13, it's faint to you. But further down this pathway, once again, it's like stretches of long, narrow visibility. But what looks like 2 additional people, a couple 100 feet down the path, seem to be heading in your direction. Based on your best guess, it looks like they haven't noticed you yet. Did you catch that, Fedivin?
I'm thinking. Guys, we got company here, and we've been traveling for an hour, right? So we're far away.
An hour to an hour and a half, yeah.
Okay.
How many of them are there, Redden?
Actually, come here
What's
for a
that?
second.
How many of them are there?
I see 2 of them.
Same
Hey.
deal, red armbands, red armbands.
Under the bed. It's under the bed.
Do I notice red armbands on them?
It's a bit far away. All you see are the figures. They're tiny in the distance.
All right.
Well, actually, while you have that thought, Zoe, who do you want me to kill today?
This is
Long
the gayest
may
question
the
I've heard all day.
despotic reign.
We all noticed that they were wearing red armbands, right?
The 3 that I don't know if Apto. I'm assuming Apto during the course of that 1 hour walk he would have brought it up, but I don't want to assume too much.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'll leave that on Apto.
Yeah, well, I have 3 now, so.
Oh, you took the armbands?
Yeah, I took all 3 of them. I have them all on me.
No. Hey, Apto, give me those armbands.
Yeah, all 3 or just 1?
All 3.
Alright.
You head off the path just a little bit. Keep him gagged.
Alright, come on, Faru, this way.
Faru, hey, Shni, go with him. Faru Sano, you're with me.
Ah, shit, alright. Don't leave me alone with the goblin, I'll whisper to him. With the kobold, I mean.
I'll be over there.
Oh.
So as you turn around, Fedivin, before you
Yeah.
guys get too detailed, as you turn around to inform your team, when you turn back, they're gone.
All right. I don't see him anymore.
Shit. Do you think the sauce?
I would imagine they were walking this way.
Well, if we can see them, they can see us, right?
Sushi, how goes?
I think I have an idea. Just hear me out. 3 of us wear an armband. The rest of us are tied up lightly with rope, so it looks like we're captured.
Wait,
We
wait.
walk
Were
down
they?
this,
Weren't they all
walk down
humans?
this. It doesn't
Look.
matter. How do they know?
Look, just keep it simple. I was just gonna go with the 3 of us with the armbands over there. Tell them that we're new. And where do we go for mercenary camp?
No, it's a fine dead end, right?
Keep it light, keep it simple. But they're not there anymore, so we don't have to really worry about it.
I think we should still put on the armbands.
If is that guy up yet?
I'm gonna check his pupils. I'll just pull up his pupil and his eyelid. I'm like,
As you lift up his eyelid, you hear.
he's still alive. But you want him awake.
And we need to know where we're going.
I'm gonna try and shake him awake. Hey, son.
Uh,
Hey.
Well.
Okay. It's
I'll
all
gag
right.
him.
We need to know. we need to.
Every
We need to know where we're going.
I'm sorry, but my future wife and daughter are behind me, and they don't hear you guys, but all they hear me is going, "Oh." So, for the record, they have gagged one of these NPCs with their own dirty ass sock.
Oh. Oh.
All right,
Daddy's
continue.
playing a new type of game.
Yeah, we'll gag him to
We added a few books.
Now on the doll, gentlemen, on the doll. Where?
Right.
All right, continue. Sorry, guys.
No. Yeah, Fari just kind of like holds the man. He kind of like cups his hand or his head in his hand, sort of like, like gently, and he's like, "We need help finding out where we need to go. We seem to have caught 2 of your compatriots, and now they seem to they vanished."
Var,
Yeah. Yes.
Ixnay on that. Don't let him know.
Right. Don't let him know. So, Johnny, you didn't hear any of that.
Timmy. Timmy.
No, Timmy's here. No. Only you.
No fucking Timmy's here.
He's with Fomos now. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we need to know where we're going.
Let me go. I can't feel my hand.
I'm gonna look at his hand. Is it looking like he's getting gangrene?
Dude, it's black and blue to no other, and it's swollen.
Fuck. I know what we gotta do. Oh man. He lets go of Johnny's head. He's like, he puts his claws in his forehead. He's given like that very concerned and he may need to lose his hand too. It's looking pretty bad. We have to do it now or it's going to spread to his arm.
Look, you take his hand, he won't be very much cooperative. As I peer back along the path.
If we don't take it now, his arm or the rest of them won't be very cooperative either.
Well, I'm sure he has healers back home.
Yeah. Sorry, he's just gonna walk away from John. John, he's gonna just get back in line.
Regagged.
Regagged.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So on top of he's probably gonna die or need to lose his hand, he's just getting gagged.
Gosh.
He can breathe through his nose.
So why don't we change gears real quick? Snee, I mean, you've been with these guys for the past hour and a half with this new prisoner. I would like to hear a Schnee perspective on the whole matter.
He kind of got questioned and then gagged before Schnee could do anything. So he's just kind of like sitting quiet and following in hopes that wherever he's leading the group is going to have someone that he can basically try to, or hopes that Razor's there. If not, at least someone who knows of him or where he's at. So he's just kind of like biding his time, following.
Gotcha.
We'd have more mouths to talk if you didn't. You were the guy.
Hey, you only need one person to get information.
True. But
One
some are
conscious
easier.
person.
It's true.
Should have just let me finish snapping fingers.
And on my side note, in my defense, I didn't see when I went over. I thought it said rogue, like
You can have this- you can have some
rogue-looking
if you
human, not
You want to
rough-looking
put
human.
it in
And
a
then
little
with
to-go
the
thing for me, put it
and
in
then
the
with the
fridge so I can bring
token,
it to
I
work tomorrow?
didn't really give it a second thought until after the combat.
Oh, dude, that's just amazing. Like,
Awesome.
we're just talking to him and you just hear charge. Like, what?
Okay, out
That's
of character
so
here,
great.
in my
Oh my
defense, out
God.
of character. With how the token looked, and when I did, like, hovered my thing over, I thought it said rogue-looking human. So I just reacted based off of the information that was given off my
pirate,
quick
kill
check.
him. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's just funny.
Awesome,
It's just
awesome.
the funniest thing ever. Dude.
So I reacted accordingly of Schnee sitting there and someone who looks like a evil or like a not a good person and quote unquote a bad guy needs to be brought to justice. Justice can be in a multiple ways for deliverance.
That's fair. I mean, even though they haven't attacked, but yeah.
He doesn't know what they've done in the past.
That's great. Just start holding public executions.
Got Minority Report over here.
So as everything is going down, you know, you re-gagged. Jesus Christ! I think we killed Matt. As you know, you have Johnny Boy in and out of consciousness. His hands looking pretty bad. Faru's kind of trying to come up with an idea. Sasano, where's Sasano at with all that as well? As you look over at Faru, as he instructs you that his hand is all sorts of fucked up.
He's just waiting for the call.
All right, you have your blade out, just waiting.
Well, no. I got my hand on my blade. It's ready. He's just waiting on the group's decision.
Fedivan,
Move on.
Fedivan, give me another perception check, please, as well as Apto.
So would Remy be assisting me with this? I didn't even think about that for the first one.
Sure, why not?
I rolled a 10.
Oh, 11 doesn't help.
You know, you both look over into the distance, and even though Fedivan was the only one that saw the two, and turned around to let everyone know, Apto, you look up and you're like, you know, you see nothing there, and neither does Fedivan.
This whole thing makes me uneasy.
Yeah, do you want to make camp somewhere in the woods?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta keep moving, man. It hasn't even been half a day yet.
Hey. Fair.
Well, if he's not conscious, I suppose we gotta keep moving. Apto, just get ready to hop off the trail if anybody pops out.
You got it, boss.
All right, as you continue going further down the trail, you get to the point where you feel is where you lost track of these two targets that you had seen.
Oh, quick question, Duff.
Yeah, what's up?
Do we have the bandanas on still, or did we?
I assume you're wearing them. I thought that was the plan.
Yeah. So Sano, me, and Faru are wearing the bandanas.
Would Faru want to?
Faru?
Would Faru want to heroin?
What?
Yeah, he'll wear a bandana.
Or
He thinks it's a strange idea, but you know.
Faru puts the red bandana over his eyes and cuts 2 eye holes.
Are we wearing suntan lotion?
Suntan lotion. I don't know that reference.
SPF 60?
Oh, no. Sasano, Faru, and Fedivan. So you know what? That is awfully distracting, so we'll just do this.
Got the banana boat.
Fet, investigate.
23.
You look down because, you know, you're the kind of guy that sees something and knows for a fact you saw something and no longer sees something, so you're going to look for something. As you kneel down and check the ground, you do see a set of footprints. Booted. Fairly fresh. Actually, really fucking fresh. However, the footprint has this kind of like, as if something went like, something like pushed the sand across the footprint, as if it was something was dragged across it, in very fast succession. As well with the 23 investigate, you see a print that's no bigger than the size of your foot, but it doesn't seem to be human. It seems to have this clawed 5-digit print.
Would I be able to tell the animal in nature from my background?
You're welcome to run a nature check if you wish.
I really need a multi-class.
You know, the specifics of the species is not something you recognize, but the way the digits are splayed out, the way the claw length looks, the way this imprint was, you can deduce that there's definitely some sort of reptilian styled footprint that could be no larger than a man.
I don't know, it looks reptilian, but I mean, the other snake guy that we ran across, he didn't have feet, so.
Dragonborn.
Honestly, guys, it looks like there might be something hunting these things out there. Apto, what happened to the other guy out there? Did you run into him, or was he snatched up too? You said there was a pool of blood.
Yeah, there was a pool of blood, no loud scream, and no body. I'm assuming the wildlife got to him before I did.
All right, is our buddy still passed out back there?
Go with yes.
All right, well, I guess keep trying to wake him up, and we'll continue down the path until we see anything that leads north.
All right. You continue down the path. The pathway begins to narrow after about another 30 minutes of walking. It's the point now that the brush is scraping up against your sides. There's still very much a path there, but we're talking 4 inches wide at best of sand, as the vegetation has overgrown onto the path yet again. In the distance, you hear a loud roar, very similar to the roar you heard about 2.5 hours ago. It seems to be distant and not in the immediate proximity, but its presence gives you chills down your spine.
God damn it, I do not want to get eaten again.
Is this another what? What do we do for the first one to determine the?
Roll that disadvantage and take the average.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out the direction it came from. Was all.
Yeah. That's what you asked, right, Susana?
Yeah. I think we would want to do that again, so we're not going directly into that area, because he said it was the big one.
I'm loving the 11s today.
Wait, we did perception, right? So, cool.
Ooh.
Perception, disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
12's the highest.
Oh, you
Yep.
wanted to
There's
roll-
2 1s.
Alright. Yeah,
No.
we have no fucking clue. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna say no.
Once again, it just sounds like it comes from the south side of the trail, but you know, it echoes so much through these trees.
And,
People forcibly sacrificed.
and I haven't noticed any paths going north yet, have I?
No, you have not.
Alright, well, I'll be still keeping an eye out for that while looking ahead.
Absolutely. More marching to the east, my friends. More marching to the east. Eventually, after another hour, you hear muffled, of course, because of fucking sock, as you hear screaming through this gagged mouth.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on him the whole time. So
Yep. He said
I'm gonna
he
look-
seems to be awake at the moment.
I'm gonna look at his hand, look at him.
His hand is noticeably black and blue. Like his whole hand is black on this part up here from just the bruising and the breakage. His whole hand is swollen, and to the point that his whole hand is so swollen that you actually see his heartbeat in his hand.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
yeah, I'm just gonna motion to everyone like, hey, we need to stop. This hand needs to go now.
Yo, it's not your decision to chop this guy's hand off. What does he have to say for it?
No, no.
He said it was okay. Put him down.
He couldn't want to chop his own head.
I mean, it's gonna be a hand or an arm. So yeah, like Faru's gonna go into the. He's gonna ask for a hand axe. Does anyone have a hand axe?
Oh no.
He
No,
will
I'm
pull out
not gonna
the-
chop. I'm not chopping his hand off. I want the hand axe so I can get a piece of bark so the guy can, bite down on because it's gonna hurt.
We already have a gag for that. Fenneman,
I'll
will you stand for this, Fenneman? I don't think he should lose his hand if he doesn't want to lose his hand.
I don't know if that's a good idea, Faru.
when the doctor breaks his oath to save the patient.
What do you mean? Yeah. If you guys don't want to lose his hand, that's fine. I guess he can have the infection spread to his arms.
And you see this individual as well. Like he's still over Apto's shoulder, I'm assuming, in this whole context here. And even though he's, and you're talking about the whole hand loss situation, he hears you, even though he's kind of in and out. And it kind of puts him into another fit of shock as you see him go like, and kind of just go limp again on the shoulders.
Look, see, he can't consent to losing his own hand, Faru.
Well, then I guess he'll consent to losing his life. Then carry on.
We should listen to what the doctor says.
Sorry, do you have a degree?
Well, do you? He knows a lot more about medicine than all of us.
Look, I mean, how are you gonna cauterize a wound, or how are you gonna stop the bleeding once you take his hand?
Oh, that's easy. You cut it off and torch it.
Schnee kind of raises his his hand and also slightly. It's like, I can make blade very cold to freeze.
I'll look him straight dead in the eyes. I'll lean down a little bit and be like, no.
No.
All right. Look, I mean, you take his hand, he's not gonna be cooperative. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna stay
Yeah.
lost out here
And
until
we
we run
carry
into
him
more
on?
of these people.
I
Carry
think
him
we
on,
just-
he dies.
I think we just return him to his people and let them deal with it.
And okay, we give him over. He's just gonna rat us out and say we did it.
Well,
Oh,
that's
I-
why we talk to them before we give them back. Sano, come on, think, Sano, think.
All right. Well, hey, Faru, do your thing. He's not much of a help to us now, anyways. So
You're right.
I'll stand guard.
No.
All right.
Alright.
So how do you wish to amputate, Faru? I would like you to explain this in detail.
Well, what he wants to do is he probably knows he's already out, so he wants to lay him on his back and make sure he's not going to choke on anything. He's going to put his arm out like this, like flat, whereas the palm of his hand is pointing upward toward the sky, and he's going to have two people, because this guy's either going to wake up and try and drag away or whatever. He's going to tell two or maybe three people to hold him down, because he's going to either wake up and be in immense amounts of pain or whatever, and it's going to get messy. So he's going to tell whoever that is that had the hand axe.
is not gonna have any part of this.
Oh, I was just gonna.
Schnee
toss you
will
the hand axe with him.
offer to help.
Yeah.
With the cut.
Snee, get that arm and hold it to the ground as best you can. He's going to be squirmy.
Yeah. So Schnee and then Strum will kind of just put their weight all they can onto the arm to hold it down.
Can I get anyone else to help? At least we can save him.
I'm gonna sharpen the katana.
Okay. You sharpen your katana.
All right. Hold it still. This will be quick.
Yep. And I hold down on his other arm, and I'm going to try and put a knee on his thigh, so just to keep pressure on where he's not moving.
So,
Yeah.
there is one piece of continuity that we need to address. So give me 1 second.
Mhm.
I'm going to draw something on the table, and it's not a dick.
Nothing.
It's
Hey, look, a dick.
It's not a dick.
Hey, look, a dick.
He's not a tumor.
Okay, it's not a bent dick.
You're right. Fist nut for the head.
So, these two fingers are the one that are currently fucked up.
oh, it's his right hand, dude.
The bruising is like, and actually let me if I'm gonna do this, let me do this right. 1 second here. The bruising is, pretty much the whole hand, and it kind of ends right about here. His hand has grown. It's not a dick. It's very, very
It's a blue
swollen,
dick.
and it's also swollen here as well. It almost feels like there's air on the inside. So, Mr. Samurai, where are you cutting it?
Oh,
I'm gonna let Faru decide where he wants to cut, because once it's cut, it's gonna be quick. And
yeah, it's
like,
gonna be.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, no, I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
No, make your mark where you want it cut.
Oh, I don't know where to. I don't know how to mark things.
Hey, Hoops, the mission accidentally hit his neck.
Yeah. Cut
You're
it
green, right?
Yeah, I'm green.
Right here you want it?
Yeah, cut it just below the stuff. But you have to get the cauterizing tool ready immediately.
All right. So
No one has started a fire. Just so
I'm gonna
you
crack
know.
a torch, put it to the side of me. I'm gonna basically slam it into the ground. I'm gonna grab my katana and cut it. We'll flavor this. It's not gonna bleed right away. It's like when you when the sushi shops cut fish open. It doesn't bleed right away. It's like that. So there's a moment where I could just put my katana away, grab the torch, move the.
Well, we're gonna have a little fun with this.
Oh, boy.
That's not a
So,
good
what?
Sorry.
No, what were you gonna say? Add your 2 cents before I implement my dice game.
I was going to sit there and say it's like, so Strum can, as a reaction, help anyone who would like technically do damage, is able to deal a little bit extra of like cold damage, like freezing damage. I don't know if that would help at all.
I mean, you could flavor it that way. Sure, why not?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it's like, okay, maybe it just freezes vessels or whatever as it cuts through for that split second or two.
So here is what we're gonna do, Sasano. Do you see this little box that I'm drawing right here?
Oh boy. 1,
Okay.
2, or 3.
Nope. This is a 1, and that's a 20. This is a 10. You're gonna roll a d20. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how accurate your attack is.
18.
Oh.
man.
Well,
Right at the friggin' elbow.
Okay, hold on.
he's not losing all of
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. So that was your first. So that's where the blade is hitting. His arm is. I'm sorry. I'm an evil motherfucker. His arm. What's your damage die on that sword?
Max is 1d10 plus 3.
A d10. Perfect. Hold on. So this circle I'm drawing represents the thickness of his arm. This is a 1.
Oh, you
This is
son
a
of
10.
bitch.
I feel like that should be an 8.
You know what? I'll give you that. Hold on. So 8 damage will absolutely clean through this bitch. And then so 9 and 10 would obviously pass through completely. So good luck, Sasano.
Oh boy.
War!
Oh,
He makes it halfway through.
It got lodged in the bone. It got
oh
lodged
man,
in
you
the
gotta go through tendons and.
Okay. So here's what happens. As Sasano, you get your blade ready to go. And a little gust of wind kicks up near you as you bring your blade down. Unfortunately for our dear broken-fingered man, a little bit of dust spits into your eye from the wind gust. And not only do you miss your target exactly, you also seem to not cut through all the way. This individual comes out of his coma, let's say, and just belts out the most blood-curdling roar of pain as you even feel your blade kind of hit bone and not slice through, but you feel a crunch under the weight of your blade like you broke his bones.
Well, second note, he's still muffled, so
Okay, so it was
so
still loud.
That's a loud, muffled scream. So
Absolutely. As not only that, now he's moving. So let me get a Faru and a Schnee. Give me athletics checks to see how well you hold him down. I'm giving him
boy.
in athletics with double advantage because he's got so much adrenaline pumping through his veins right
Double
now.
advantage.
Dude,
Oh, boy.
totally rolled a fucking nat 20.
Oh,
Did he really?
Wait.
And go ahead, Schnee, roll yours.
Yeah. Well, I had me and then also Strum kind of holding the arm.
Yeah,
24.
but you both tiny. Okay, you're able to maintain and hold. He does squirm a little bit, which separates the wound on his arm a little bit, so it actually makes it a wider gap. Sasano, as he's
I'm guessing
moving,
finish the job. Huh?
as he's moving around Sasano, the skin, because he's being held down by Faru and Schnee, the skin separates. You're able to see his bones clear as day, shining bright white through the red crimson in the sunlight. Go ahead and finish the job. Roll your 1 through 20 again.
1 through 20 again.
Damn right, you gotta hit the same spot.
Oh, no.
oh my.
I just killed the guy. He's put him out of his misery.
Oh my god.
Well,
I should have.
You,
probably should've
Roll
healed
your
him.
D10.
you roll your d10.
3.
Oh my god.
At this
This is-
point, Sasano, just fucking keep on going, man.
Yeah. Just
All right,
hacking away.
I'm just doing a hand axe and just going.
Oh my god. This poor guy. Yeah.
Just put the blade in the original rune and hit it down with like a hammer or something.
No, at this point, I'm putting the sword away, grabbing a hand axe. I am kneeling down on his arm and cutting him in the first.
You
Can we get some
smash.
destiny?
You smash down with your hand axe, and you just feel crunch, crunch as it cleaves through bone, and the last tendon gets severed, and it sounds like a large rubber band snapping back.
Oh, it could be so friggin' painful. Oh.
You wanted this far.
Can I use a second level spell?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I want to use calm emotions on the man. I'm gonna keep this, completely out.
Oh.
Giving him the morphine.
Yeah, basically.
I will absolutely act that as if it was a form of morphine. So absolutely, as you burn
Yeah.
that spell slot, he's screaming ah, and then he just literally you morphine him up, and he's practically in like a drug-induced coma. His skin color is noticeably paler as he's starting to bleed everywhere.
Yeah, as my claws are on his head.
As soon as the arm was off, I would just cauterize it.
A-
So the morphine and the cauterization are happening at the exact same time.
Absolutely. You cauterize him. It's a whole arm is gone here, so at least just above the elbow, or just below the elbow, I should say. Nevertheless, it takes a minute for a wound like that to cauterize. As you hold it, the torch begins to singe and burn. You smell his blood boil. You smell his flesh cauterize, and the hair on his arms burn as well, or at least what's left. The arm itself, the part that's cut off, you hear as gases expel from whatever, what was creating the puffiness was dead flesh decomposing inside of his arm, and it creates like this, air. By severing it, you allow it out, and his arm kind of hisses out. You know what? That is a great place to take our 10-minute break, guys.
Holy crap. I'm getting a little hungry.
Dude, just kill him at this point. Oh my god.
Dude, that poor
Well,
guy.
it would have been, so if we let it go, it would have been death sentence anyway. If we didn't cut it off, guess what? Well, I'm just saying the exact same thing. If we did cut it off, who knows where? But still, it's a minigame.
Dude, that was insane. That was cool.
Evil man frog over here.
I was like, fuck it, let's have some fun with this. And how can I have it fun? Like, on the spot. I'm just like, fuck it, let's just do this. Let's test your accuracy and your strength.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
luck
that
was
was-
that.
I mean, hacking at it with a sword is not necessarily a surgical procedure.
I mean, like, Tal Rune is fine. He knows that the son is just hacking away, and he's like, should have brought a saw, should have brought a saw.
You know what was funny? What I thought was funny was how even though your first hit missed the main target for accuracy, everyone was like, "Oh, bummer!" And then it only went half through. Oh my god!
Yeah. Yeah, that was nuts.
All right, guys, 10-minute break. Why don't we come back at 25 after the hour, and then we will do our act 2.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna go grab me something to drink.
We can use the rest.
Ribbit. And it's not a dick.
It's a dick.
Did you hear what happened? Did you hear the whole thing and what's happening? They tried amputation, and they didn't do that well. Look. The red line is what he was aiming for. The dotted white lines is what they actually hit. The circle represents the thickness of his arm, and the dotted lines represents the 2 swipes and how deep they got. They couldn't get through the bone. So they're like, trying to chop the arm off, and it just wasn't doing it.
Hello.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
Heyo. This session's been wild, by the way.
Oh my god, dude. That's funny shit ever.
It's been fun. Lots of fun. I was really hoping that Kuza was going to say something in character to justify himself for doing something, because I was going to say, because Faru has information about himself, about his past. And he was going to, that would have been so much, or at least in my head, I was like, oh, I wish he would have said that in character instead of trying to justify it out of character.
Hey, I didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, I didn't kill anybody either. I was
Yeah.
all fun and games until I hear charge and see a guy get stabbed in the throat.
Oh no,
I
I
mean-
was hoping you were going to say that in character instead of out of character would have been really cool.
Yeah, Matt, you're
because
just a regular Kled, aren't you?
My whole entire thing was to intimidate them to basically surrender, and then charge and
Look. I said charge before everyone else started doing their intimidation shit.
Hey, it was all technically at the same time.
Well, I was just sitting there and just like, why is Apto bringing this guy to the back line right now?
Hey, it would have been perfect. They would have been in front of me. You guys were in the back. If they tried something, you guys could have just jumped out. I had it all planned out in my head, at least.
I merely reacted based off the information I was provided with at the time.
We did it live, guys. It's okay.
Hey man, I'm not hating on you. Decisions were made.
It's just been the funniest thing ever. Like honestly, it's just so funny.
This poor dude.
He didn't need to go through any of this.
Timmy got off easy.
Oh, I bet he wishes he was Timmy right now. Ooh, I'm gonna get some cake. I have some cake in the fridge. Oh, so what I'm thinking is, just go until we see the village. Like, I don't know, Federman probably goes in there,
Well,
gets directions, and then
yeah, you know it's gonna be a smuggler village though.
yeah,
It's run by a guy named Dead End.
yeah.
and it's gonna be a dead end.
I don't know. Do you want to go in there, guns blazing, and kill everyone?
Probably not wise.
Look, I'm just gonna say right here now. Depending on what information is given, I will have Schnee act accordingly to his story and what he is supposed to be like. That's
I
all I'm
hope you
going to
have
say.
I hope you have another backup
Look,
Wow.
character.
I don't care what Frog says. If a third character of mine dies, I'm taking over a fucking corner in that goddamn graveyard. I'm taking my own personal corner if I have a third PC die this early on again. Just.
Oh my god, if Schnee charges in there, like, oh my god.
If Schnee dies, I'll honestly be a little. I will actually honestly be sad about that. Is because the idea I have for Schnee is just, I think, hysterical. Is you have a little kobold that was raised on knights in shining armor stories and stuff like that. Doesn't know how the real world works.
I don't
And
know.
the family that he was raised by was killed by a certain someone.
Hey, listen, man, that's backstory stuff. We can figure that out in RP.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that'd be cool to hear about it like in character. Now the surprise, the cat's out of the bag.
I don't know,
You know.
everyone thinks Schnee wants to eat his face off, so
I
Yeah.
totally see Schnee. Get off my property!
you young whippersnappers.
Where is my mushroom juice?
Scarl! I mean,
Before Schnee leaves the island, hammers in a sign, property of Schnee.
Founder of Schneopolis.
Strum, get back here, you coward.
Oh man. I figured we could just use it as a bargaining chip, like the guy once we get there is like, hey, we found this man, he was injured, and we brought him back. We saved his life. Of course, we're gonna keep out all the rest of you.
We had to gag him so the monsters didn't come after
Don't-
us.
don't-
You might
don't
want to leave
mind-
him gagged so he doesn't scream.
Don't
It's
mind
such
the
a-
mangled arm.
Yeah, it's such a complicated situation that it's like hopefully this is a good bargaining chip. It's like,
The,
you know
the
what?
arm
we
was
might-
only mangled to save his life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically,
guys, I think
yeah.
we're fucked if we go to this village, to be honest.
So I
Yeah.
updated the graveyard just so you're all aware.
Cool.
There's Timmy on there.
Yeah, Matt's action.
Oh, did you actually? God damn it!
Ah, that's great. Alright, rest in peace, Shani. It was nice knowing you. I hope you don't eat my face off before.
You know, I never realized how, how many people are actually in the graveyard.
Yeah, it's a lot of folk.
Yeah, oh my god. There is a lot of folks.
You know, it's like, you hear stories about it all the time. People going off.
Wait,
to
how
war,
many of
whatever.
these are Raven's characters?
Who the hell is Sam Cena?
How many of these are?
Matt, you need to make sure you're High Major Commander Commodore of the 1st Legion 3rd Multiplication Double Army or Double Admiral Artillery Vanguard Company.
Fucking Cled, man.
God bless
Shit,
Fled.
no bullshit. Hold on.
He's not supposed to be in the graveyard.
Like, I'm thinking about tacos for dinner tonight. Yeah, let's go get some tacos.
Oh, did you finally notice
Carl,
Asher was
hey,
in there?
Carl, after we kill all these people, want to go get some tacos? Yeah, tacos.
Yeah,
Yeah, how many of these are
everyone-
Raven?
Everyone on the outside of the graveyard wall is actually not being played, but still technically alive in the world. Technically. Everyone on the inside of the graveyard has officially perished. And how many of them are Raven's characters? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
How many of them are Dragonborn? 3?
How many of them are Dragonborn? 1. 2. No, 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
I was gonna say, both of mine have died have been Dragonborn.
Man, just
if Schneid dies, I will assume there's a thing against players with scales.
Where's the Tuesday table, people?
They're still alive. You're absolutely right.
Put them in front. The graveyard needs more souls.
Khajiit.
Khajiit have grave if you have coin.
I think Jane's epilogue would be she stays with the Bertram's Rest and I don't know, tries to convert.
Did I tell you what the secret storyline was for Tuesday, Fet?
Mhm.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
The overall arc?
Yeah. Of sorts.
They were meant to turn into the villains.
No, that's what we pretty much did. We just made every situation worse.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a little push.
Alright guys, we're gonna go in there and murder 15 people.
Well, is Anatana still technically in the world?
As far as you're concerned. Actually, no. No, he's fucking dead.
Dead.
Well, it's canon now.
Oh, but yeah, I thought Motete and Anatanda like suffocated to death after the retcon.
I think we just said Motete just wandered off.
Machete?
Oh. I thought they suffocated. That's my bad. Alright, Sato, how many? There's 15 people. Do you want left, middle, or right when we get onto the.
For you, I'll take 8. You get the other 7.
Shit.
Alright.
I was getting ready to say what just fell.
Oh!
Oh!
Reload!
It's reloading on the dick.
Alright. But I get dead end though.
We cut just the tip. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
so he's part of my count, so I have 8.
Nah, okay, we'll roll for dead end. Do you want a 1 or a 2?
You can have your dead end. I'm gonna kill dead end.
Alright. We'll see who gets the. Hey, did we ever figure out what these glitter arrows do?
Yeah, well, they're +1 in magic for purposes.
Oh, they're +1 arrows?
I should probably give Fedevin more arrows, by the way.
Yeah, I have 5 glitter arrows that I'm probably never gonna use. Who wants them?
I have
Probably
9
the
regular. I have 9 regular arrows and 14 shiny arrows.
Well,
Yeah.
I can take the 5 from Apto and top off my quiver. Then you just hold on to those. and then I
Yeah, you can
grab
have the 5 glitter arrows. Yes, I'm never gonna use
Eve
them.
always wants to be sparkly.
Doing all that.
Yeah.
What is Jade's opinion about all this?
I'll fix the rest of them when I get the time, but I want to take away your time here.
Yeah, like my dex is a 0, so like it's not worth it to use the bow.
Mister, can I get a bow from them?
Hey, if it's a +1 bow, I'll use a +1 bow, but I'm not gonna use the regular bow.
We need to get this man a horse.
Yeah, we got it so early, and just as early as we got it, it got taken away.
All right,
We're never
guys.
gonna see them again.
Let me.
I know, dude. Rest in peace, David and the old faithful.
I've got mac and cheese on the stove. I should have did that.
Throw them in the graveyard.
Do you need another minute, Faru?
No, it's fine. I got it. I'm just checking my stove every once in a while. I just put it
Awesome.
on the stove. I was like, oh, I meant I got some. No, I don't.
Before we're officially outbreak, are we gonna kill the village? Like, let's be real here.
I don't even think that was English that you just spoke right there.
Sorry, I'm eating cake.
Yeah, there might have been cake involved.
Okay, go do
Yeah.
it. Cake just changes your language.
The cake is a lie.
Cake or death.
Alright, are we going kill the village? Like, let's be real with ourselves.
What
If
you're
you-
asking
if
me,
you
are we
guys
going
need-
balls to the walls,
If
or
you guys need a strategy minute, I'll give you guys a strategy minute. So go ahead.
Yeah, you guys want to strategize, or
Oh man.
you want to do it live, or do you want to do it live?
Well, I mean, we could talk it out right now.
I mean, if we're just gonna do it, then
Do
I
it
have
live.
no spells. But it's fine. I mean, I'll just try and stay
Oh,
alive.
Peru has no spells.
But wait, hold on. Yeah,
We're
I
at
have
half
one, I have one
HP.
spell left.
Yeah,
How long have we been traveling, Frog?
2.5 hours tops.
Okay, so it's probably like midday-ish.
Yeah, roughly, give or take.
Yeah, if I have half HP, so if we get in a fight, I'm going out guns blazing, and I'll make it a cake.
well, Apto, you get your second win back.
Well,
Oh, that's true, but it's only a D10. Like,
Plus
I'll
your
use it in
fire
the heat
level.
of battle. Yeah, plus 5 though. It's better to be used in the heat of battle, to be honest. For me, I think so.
well, I mean, I don't think we're going to be getting anything from this guy anytime soon. So
All right, fuck it, we'll do it live then.
I think we just keep heading east, looking for a path north, and we'll probably just end up running into the village.
I'll cure light wounds on. I'm sorry, cure
You
wounds.
still have spells? I thought you used all your
have-
spells.
I have
I
one.
think he has
One level 1. The rest of my spells are gone. Like my level 2 spells are gone. Cure wounds is this is the last one I have.
I don't think it's worth it to use it just to heal us. I think
Just to heal you.
no, just to heal me. I think it'd be more worth it to pick a downed ally.
Faru,
Well,
you
that-
can cast whatever the fuck you want to cast, my friend.
True, you're your own person, Peru. Don't let me tell you what to do.
I mean,
Don't bring it
I'd rather
down.
have you at your best, or at least the best you can be
Oh,
before the fight. So
Remy would be healed if we've been doing this for 2.5 hours.
we get the roll out. Boop. Level 1, and you get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
9 total?
11. You get 11.
11 total. So that
Yeah.
puts me up to 37.
Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, not bad. All right, thank you, Peru.
Who has? Well, I know Faru likes to go about things diplomatically.
Farmer leaves
But-
the decision making up to Fedivin because he's the
Yeah, I
leader.
know.
Like,
I just wish we had John here.
Yeah, John's
He's
unconscious.
he's
He
gagged.
just lost a hand.
He's gagged and lost his hand.
Evildoers must be brought to justice.
So are we gonna bring you to justice? You just murdered a man in cold blood. That's pretty evil.
It's not
You're
justice,
like
it's just
you're like
us.
Kled and Super Galaxy Rumble put together.
That's great.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I think we have our game plan to walk forward and see if we can find the path north, but continue along until we see the village, I guess.
Yeah, Faru will be in the front with Fedivin and with the red band thing on their arm. So I guess we're just gonna, I don't know, play the
Absolutely.
ruse.
All right, guys. What is your collective passive perception?
My passive perception is
Down, did
40.
anybody write it down?
Oh, I think it's like 14.
Yeah, I think it's.
I got a
13.
15 passive.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Oh, that's right, we got a new party member.
All right, and we're down, John. So 19. What do you have? 14.
14.
Mine is 12.
13.
Wow. 13. So we have 19, 14, 14, 12, 13?
15 here.
15.
Yep.
Alright. We have a 14.6.
All right, enough to do what I'm thinking about doing here. As you guys continue down the eastern pathway.
Wait, who's carrying the body now? Because after they were a part of it, so
Okay,
he's not going to carry it anymore.
So I'm sorry, who's carrying Johnny Boy?
I'm guessing it'd be Faru at this point.
What? I guess I'll carry him.
All right. Slow going to the east, but going nevertheless. About 15 minutes further down from where we last left off, you hear boom, 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 kind of walking. You feel a tremble in the ground as you hear trees and branches getting snapped and cracked. Above the tree line flying over you is a bunch of birds that seem to have been startled.
Fuck. I think
Take-
he lied. Remember when you saw those guys, Fedvin? I think that was their way to the village. He might have just sent us to the giant one.
We definitely heard it coming from the south. He's probably just walking up this way. Everybody hide.
That's the best hider. As I jumped into the forest.
All right, you each all scatter and dive into the tree lines. 1, 2. All right, Sasano 1, Fedevin 2, Apto 3, Faru 4, Schnee 5.
What about Strummin? Oh, never mind. That's a dumb question.
Who's number 3?
Me,
Who's me?
Apto.
Apto, as you dive into the tree line,
You hit a tree.
a tree nearby you begins to crack and break, freeing up some visibility. As you peer, roll me a stealth check too. Fuck you.
Oh, I'm not good at this, guys. I'm not good at this. Let's see, where's stuff?
Yeah, we know you're not good.
A 6.
Nice.
What was the number? I'm sorry.
6.
With a 6, you almost get nailed by a tree that falls down. Everyone would hear this, but Apto is the only one that has some sort of visibility. And you would see this not that far in front of you. I would say 30 to 40 feet tops.
Is it? Oh, there it is. Ooh, 30 to 40 feet. You said?
30 or 40 feet. It doesn't seem to know you're there as you hear and feel.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill here, next to the fell tree.
I think we found out what the black hand came from.
Everyone else would hear for those who haven't seen King Kong, like a King Kong roar, or for those who have seen it, the kind of that ape-like roar. You start to hear that.
Oh god! Oh no!
And you just feel every step it takes vibrations in the ground.
We landed on Skull Island, guys.
I was waiting for a chance to make that reference.
Yeah, I think you found your dead end.
All right, let's get him. No, she's not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do
George!
that. Charge! I want to step in that example.
Wait, did I just hear Schnee say charge?
No, no.
Get him!
That's great.
You know, I'm
He is currently like laying down on top of Strum, like close to his back, trying to look smaller to
Awesome.
not be noticed.
I'm what you'll hear, and we'll see what happens.
Next time, Dragon Ball Z.
How do you maintain stealth, Apto? Give me details.
I just like crouched down behind the tree that almost fucking killed me,
Okay.
and just like peek my head over to get a glimpse.
You peek your head over to get a glimpse, and as this creature is attempting to walk further down in a direction that you're not headed, it stops, and you see it sniffing the air.
I duck back down.
You duck back down. It continues to sniff as you hear. You feel vibrations getting stronger and stronger in your direction. You assume it's coming closer.
What would Apto do? What would be like a willpower check, like to keep his cool and stay there?
That's up to you, man. Whatever range of dice rolls you want to do for your character is your business.
Probably like a wisdom save.
I think so. Wisdom save. Yeah, let's do wisdom save. Let's do DC 12. And I fucking haul ass.
Which way do you haul ass? Do you haul ass like on the trail west or on the trail east?
On the trail opposite of where it's coming.
So you're heading back west then.
I'll head back west.
All right, everyone that's kind of dipped in the side, you do have eyes at least on the trail, as you would see Apto. Oh, does he fucking see you?
Oh no.
Okay. Apto,
Yeah,
you.
I rolled a 6, man.
Yeah, Apto. Yeah, you fucking you jump out and you dip. Everyone else would see Apto hauling ass. Are you doing it loudly, Apto? Meaning, are you like, ah?
No, I think I'd be like oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
All right, guys, you see Apto hauling ass west, saying, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit."
Schnee right now is just hunkered down, holding where he's at, and kind of afraid to move.
Is that fight, freeze, or flight reaction? Going through Apto right now.
That would be flight, 100%.
Yeah, and it landed on flight.
Actually, we said west, so technically, if we were to correspond just for shits and grins, you would be like here, hauling the fuck ass away. The creature itself, you know, I'll pull a token out just to make life easy for everybody. Hold on.
Excuse me, guys.
And nobody saw this creature, but Apto.
Only because he happened to have been in the right place at the wrong time.
Wow, that's a big King Kong.
Oh boy.
Fire, you should probably just offer up Johnny Boy.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her.
I mean, I don't have eyes on it. I'm just trying to get a sense of things. So
Yeah,
I'm not
no.
really
So the senses that you have, to be quite specific, everyone would have this. You have audio, you have physical. So you're feeling vibrations. You just feel impact shocks for every step this thing takes. You hear the roaring. You also hear what sounds like a tree breaking at the moment.
Honestly, I'm getting vibes of Jurassic Park scene when the lawyer runs out of the Jeep into the bathroom.
Awesome.
And
Hey.
I'm just in the car watching him standing still.
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
I'm not moving.
You pop a flare.
Hey!
Over here.
But yeah, so that's the feeling and then that's the energy you're getting. And once again, you guys see Aptow fucking gone. He's running.
Yeah,
It's
Far's trying to be,
35 feet.
yeah, Far's trying to be quiet as possible.
Apto! What are you doing?
Like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Alright,
All right.
that's all I was attempting.
All right, so I heard Schnee, I heard Fedivin, Faru.
I'm trying to be as quiet as possible with John Boy on my
Okay.
shoulder.
Sasano.
I've basically just hunkered down to the ground.
Okay, so the 5 of you are hunkering down, or excuse me, the 4 of you are hunkering down. Why don't you 4 give me some stealths, please? And I want Apto to give me a dexterity saving throw.
21.
18.
22.
9. So
Out of curiosity, could I argue for the 20 with Strum trying to hide and help me hide?
I want to use my inspiration and try that again.
I'm gonna go with the no on that one.
Oh, no. Okay.
No, I was talking to Schnee.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. No. Yeah, I rerolled 16.
Add a space to the graveyard.
All right, Apto. With your dexterity save, here's what you see, and here's what happens.
Okay.
You, as you're running away, Apto, I'm just going to say you move another 30 feet because it'll be thematically awesome. As you are hauling ass, this section of the trail, the canopy doesn't cross over top, so you do have visibility of the sky. Although it's not open sky, but enough sky to be able to look up. As you're running, you can't help but notice a shadow chasing you.
Oh, no.
It's from a fucking tree.
Oh, man.
You look up, and you see a tree hurtled through the air.
Don't worry, I've been there before with a boulder. It hurt.
Wait, you got hit by a boulder? Oh, yeah, you did.
This tree
Frostbite.
This tree is directly above you. Although you make your dexterity save, how and what action are you doing to avoid this tree from crushing you dead?
I tuck and roll out of the way.
You dive, tuck and roll, is that what I heard?
Yes.
You dive forward as if you were going quadrupedal and roll into it, scuffing up the ground and into brush as your mane rubs across and getting stuck on some bark. More of your mane gets torn off and shredded, exposing more scale. As that happens, you look back as you're no longer running. You look back as you're no longer running. You see the dust begin to settle from the tree that was thrown. On the pathway, fucking King Kong is chasing you.
Oh, boy.
Everyone else, you would hear everything that is the precursor to what's happened. So you hear, and you hear running.
Oh.
This is how we die. All right. My personality. I'm gonna shoot at this thing.
Wait.
Oh.
Did my path get blocked or no?
No, you dumped in front of the tree. So let's just say the tree. I'll throw a square
Right.
down to represent
Guys,
the tree.
I'm feeling
I-
a cold
I-
coming on right now.
Oh, man.
So real quick, hold on. Let me catch up to you
I thought-
guys.
I thought the tree landed on the opposite side of him.
No, he dodged. It was going to be on top of him. He dove forward using his momentum.
Okay.
But I have a feeling. Let me pull out a giant ape character sheet. 1 second.
Here we go.
Oh no.
We're gonna fucking die.
Picks up its own poop and throws it at Abdo.
Alright, guys, I'll roll up a new character. 4d6 everyone. No, I'm just kidding.
Apparently, we're all rolling characters.
All right. So, all right, dudes. Let's talk for a second.
Yeah.
There's no way we're killing this thing.
So Apto's running, dove out. I mean, you can't quite see him, but you definitely see he has a tail of sorts. I will let you guys collaboratively as a group make a decision. Apto, you're not a part of this decision because you are noticeably running away, and we'll come to what Apto does in a minute. But let's talk about the group behind the ape at the moment. As you see this ape on all fours just running, doing one of those fucking things, and pounds on its chest as the tree crashes down. You don't know what's going on with Apto. What are you guys gonna do?
I mean, I feel like Fedivin has to protect Apto.
I have an idea, but
Schnee
you
has
guys
a
aren't
has
gonna
a
like.
thing where he has to help those in need.
I have an
Oh
idea. It's just you're
fuck!
not gonna like it. Not gonna like it at all.
Well, I mean, you have a platform here, Bri.
Well, we put Mr. Unknown in the middle of the road, shoot an arrow at it, and we move further in the jungle and watch his head get tore up.
I mean, Faru has Johnny right now. It's gotta be on Faru to do that.
I don't think you spell slots on anybody.
What's that?
No, I was just making a mistake. I said, wait for the spell slot. Wow. Oh.
Now,
This is not what I was expecting to happen.
mind you, you're out of spells, so there's no healing.
Nope. You get nothing. I don't have any standard divinity.
We would potentially be sacrificing this guy with a chance of saving Apto.
I have harnessed divine power, which is the other thing, the last thing that I have, but I can expend it for one spell slot, but it has to be level 1.
I'm saying we throw this guy to the wolves, man.
Well, the ape.
Well, the ape. The
So-
great red ape.
Oh wait, no, I cannot. Never mind. I do not have that. Never mind.
So, we offered
So
him the-
Frog, while they're debating and the ape's running after Apto, Schnee is going to get Strum to kind of chase after to try to help Apto
Oh my
at some
God.
point, if possible.
Alright.
I'm just letting you know that.
We're gonna fucking die, but I'm notching an arrow.
Yeah, Fire's gonna put down John in the hidey hole that he has him in, and he's just.
I mean, personality-wise, I can't leave another man behind.
Yeah, I have to go help. I have to go help out Apto.
My
I'm
life
gonna-
for honor.
Good on like voice of inspiration. Anyway, yeah, I guess
Well, Frog, get ready to
decide.
write a whole new script.
I guess we're gonna need a lot more Fae.
Oh boy.
You could kind of save us with having a T-Rex, come in, hearing this noise and fight the giant ape.
Okay, so out of character for a second, guys. So first of all, I can't do that because I did that for the Monday table, and that wouldn't be cool. In fact, it was a really epic scene.
Oh yeah, I was there for it. It's cool.
Apto. So as we pause the guys in the back, Apto, you dive out of the way and you notice fucking King Kong behind you. Obviously you're on all fours, but I assume you launch back up to your feet. What do you want to do?
Well, if I see that he's still looking in my direction,
Oh yeah, he's like standing still and pounding his chest, as the cliche would be.
yeah, I'll dive back into the forest while he's distracted, because when he's pounding his chest, his face is up, right? So I'll dive back into the jungle.
You know what? Roll me a stealth.
This is your time to use an inspiration if you have one.
I mean, it'll just be a straight roll, though.
I mean, it's better than disadvantage.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll use my inspiration here.
Well,
you gotta
why don't
roll
you
first.
roll first, and then...
Yeah, roll first, then use your inspiration.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought we have to declare before we roll.
No,
No, you
yeah,
have to-
the
Oh, so you get
inspiration
a
is
shot.
a free reroll.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a free reroll.
Oh, okay, so we don't have to declare. Okay. Okay, inspiration?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh,
New character, guys.
Oh God!
If it's question,
Hey, wait, no. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I don't want no punches pulled.
I may have an out for the party. That's why I'm asking a
Yeah,
question.
no. What's up, Matt?
How far away is this ape? Would you say currently?
I mean,
from
it's
the
not
pack
to
house?
scale, so let's just say under 100 feet.
Okay. I have these.
Oh shit, I do too.
I speak with animals and then thaumaturgy.
Okay.
I have spell slots to where I could, and all that stuff. That's why I was asking, like, how far would he be if I did speak with the animals and then the thaumaturgy
Let's
to
say close enough.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So Shnee's gonna go ahead and try to do that.
Oh my gosh.
He'll cast Speak with Animals and then use the cantrip thaumaturgy to make his voice extremely booming, so the ape can hear.
Okay.
And okay. Now I need
So-
to think how.
Here's how this is going to work here.
Okay.
So, as Apto dives into the tree line, which you don't see, this ape will pick up the same tree he threw and get ready to throw it again. And that's when your thaumaturgy billows out. This is your chance to speak with an animal. So, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Sorry. Knee is just going to be like barreling that towards that direction on Strum and all stuff, and just kind of just yelling out, just wait, don't, I don't want to word this. Wait, we don't mean harm.
The creature would turn around and look at you and start taking this tree log and start smashing it side by side in the ground, kicking up dust. It doesn't seem to be attacking you.
It's like, your home, not ours. We just pass. We pass.
The creature drops the log and begins to rub his head and pounding his chest.
Yes, you stronger.
He starts smashing the ground.
Fuck.
Roll me a survival check.
Okay.
Actually, I'll let you choose survival or actually no. Let's go with nature. Go with nature on this one.
Nature.
Yeah.
18.
Not bad, kid. Not bad. All right. So
He's making up for the death.
you acknowledge his movements to be somewhat on the territorial side of the equation. But he's not attacking you. He's definitely. It appears as if he's entranced by you. Not entranced. That's the wrong word to use. He's definitely giving you the attention that you're shouting for.
Intrigued.
This your home, not ours. Your home. We know what. We sorry.
He picks up the tree again. It looks like he's getting ready to throw it at you.
Schnee.
Tell him leaving.
Schnee's going to just kind of motion for like, and just say it's like, we go, and kind of like try to look as pitiful and not intimidating as physically possible. And if needed, I will even use the cower and beg from kobolds.
Oh my god.
That is fucking phenomenal. Why don't you go ahead and hold on because let me read the ratio real quick. 1 second.
Yeah, it's meant as a combat thing, but
Yeah. And then turn next out. Yeah. You know what? I will absolutely let you use that. So here is what happens. As you do this, this creature hurls this tree into the trees. So the tree that he threw earlier, he's now hurled it into the tree line. Lord knows where the fuck it landed. But he charges up to you right in front of you and begins like pounding the ground and hitting his chest and going right in front of you. But he doesn't attack you as you grovel downwards. He pounds his chest in victory.
Schnee is just going to kind of sit there and try to curl up a ball, holding Strum to him, cowering for it. As Strum himself is just like hunkered down as close as he can into Schnee himself as well.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to add a small degree of stress to this.
Okay.
I rolled
Do
a d20, and I'm not telling you what I rolled. But what you need to do is to roll a deception check higher than what I just rolled.
Can I give you guidance?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you get guidance to D4. I think.
Okay, so it's a D4. I mean,
Well, I mean, better than nothing.
Well,
I don't
you
know
have
what
to touch him too.
Oh, I got a touch. Fuck, no, I
Oh,
don't.
is it
no.
a touch? Oh.
It's a
I
touch.
think
So
it's a
God
touch.
damn it. No, you don't get the D4. Sorry. You get guts up.
okay.
Roll these.
Do you wish to keep your 7, or do you have an inspiration?
I don't have an inspiration. I'm trying to think if I got anything else I can pull out of.
It's all right.
I argue for the 10 with Strum being there as well, trying to just like cower in front of this thing at least.
I mean, I only rolled a 4, man, so you're good.
Oh, okay.
Oh my. Oh boy.
Okay.
So, as you grovel, and this creature is clearly acknowledging its victory and doing the whole alpha silverback routine, it pushes through trees and disappears into the tree line.
Yeah, Faru just he gets in a prayer position and he just goes. He's going over all the fucking symbols, you know, and it just.
He's going over all the symbols.
Oh.
Oh, shit, dude.
Pulls out the keychain of religious symbols.
Yeah, dude. The fucking Rolodex of gods.
Yeah.
So theoretically, it's gone and can't hear us, right?
Say again?
It's gone and can't hear us, right?
I mean, it sounds like it's going away as the vibrations dissipate and get lighter and lighter by each passing moment.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it loud enough for us to hear. Hopefully, it doesn't come back. Just say stay tight until we don't hear any vibrations.
On that, you see Apto continuing to run down the road.
No, I dived into the forest.
Oh, that's right. My
He
bad.
does, yeah.
All right, Apto, you don't feel, hear, or see any kind of monkey.
We need to get the hell out of this goddamn island.
Faru picks up Chad. He just hoists him back over his shoulder.
You hear him moaning. His arm cut off freshly below the elbow. It's bruised. It doesn't seem to be swollen, but a bruise would appear to be normal for such a barbaric way of amputation. But he's not bleeding. I'm sure he's not feeling too good, though.
Did we lose Apto?
I'll get you
I'm
back on.
back. Hello?
Yep.
Hey, you what's up?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything after I said that I jumped back into the jungle.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
it's
Ape
gone.
Ape is gone.
Alright, cool. I mean, I rolled a 2 so they can probably see like my ass sticking out from where I'm trying to.
Apto, get over here. We need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
What? Is it gone?
Yeah, and let's not stay here any longer than we have to.
Alright.
Dude, even your Fey passengers are like, whew, holy shit.
Yeah. She's just like slowly getting up, shaking with Strum. It's like, that was the big one!
Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Good work, Sneed. Let's go.
I thought the big one was a big dinosaur. What
Oh, man.
All right, team. So that definitely happened as you all kind of gather up in a earshot proximity of each other. What's the plan, guys?
Running.
Running, 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 running.
Just
All
keep
right.
running.
You continue east. Are we picking up pace, or are you still taking your time?
She's going to vote for. We need to get out of his territory now.
Yeah, it's definitely a quick pace.
We can't stay here. He's very mad. We need to go now.
So quick pace.
We're running fast as fuck, boy.
All right. As you guys are hauling ass,
Damn it.
Faru, unfortunately, you are slowed down because of the extra weight that you carry. So, if everyone was jogging, you would be walking. If everyone was running, you would be like a brisk walk.
Yeah.
So,
Hold on, everyone. I can't carry him. It run with all of you.
I'll drop back. I'll tell him to hold him by his shoulders. I'll hold him by his feet, and we'll run.
You like no fireman carry thing?
now
Yep.
also remember this pathway. It's only like single file. So one of you would have to run sort of either backwards, or you can do that flipperoo kind of thing and hold his legs under your armpit as you face forward.
Yep, that's probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you can absolutely do that as you begin to, hasten your pace. It's still not a sprint, you're still carrying dead weight, but it's easier, so you'll go a little bit faster. Not enough to keep up with the sprinters, but fast enough to at least keep a visual. And you do so. 10 minutes of sprinting brings sweat, fatigue, tiring, and loss of breath as you begin to slow down for a moment to gather yourselves. As Sasano and Faru bring up the tail, all of you have that moment of
I need a moment to catch my breath.
Right there with you.
Oh,
You,
I think
you don't gotta say that twice.
Faru needs someone to switch out from carrying him.
Apto. Apto, you're out of breath as well, but something's different.
Oh no.
As you breathe,
Different good or different bad?
as you breathe,
Okay.
you feel the air entering your nostrils as they normally do. But you feel as if there's air rushing into your neck as well.
Oh, no.
What?
Ish people.
Somebody's got some gills.
Oh, no.
Alright. I take my sword and stab it through my chin. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow.
Oh God.
Roll an
That
attack.
just got real fucking dark.
I'll just be like, what the hell? Like, reach
As
sword for
yeah,
that.
as you reach, I mean, your hand gets covered
Yeah.
in fur. You still have mane there, lots of mane.
Mhm.
But you do verify that there seems to be air seeping in through your neck every time you inhale.
I'm in distraught, so I have to lose too.
All right, sure. You panic because this you're not supposed to be breathing in through your neck.
Yeah.
What do you do in your state of mind here? Like, I get the idea of having a bit of anxiety here, but what physical actions would Apto be doing at this moment?
I think it'd be like rubbing at my neck. I'm like, Faru, I think I'm breathing through my neck. Am I supposed to be breathing through my neck, Faru? I don't know what the fuck's going on. You're gonna talk to me, Faru. What the hell's wrong with me?
Yeah, I wish I had that calm emotion still now.
So Faru, having acknowledged this, I assume you asked Asano to hold Johnny Boy for a second.
Yeah, like, take him somewhere where it's, like, safe and soft, kind of wherever
Yeah.
the softness, I guess.
Walk up next to Fedovan since we're taking
Yeah.
a breather.
Sure. So Faru, before we get into the conversation of Fet and Sasano, You approach Apto, I assume. What do you want to do?
I'm going to tell Jade, or I'm going to ask Jade if she knows anything about what's going on with Apto. I'll be like, I don't know what's going on with you, Apto. I've only studied medicine, but these growths on your neck, you say you can breathe through them.
Like a caterpillar into pupa or chrysalis. Changes happen, some natural, some unnatural, some by magic. A choice was made, a consequence is to be had. Cause and effect.
You know, Jade, I know another nice lady that speaks in riddles all the time. Her name is Fomas. You might have heard of her. You have a great name. Anyway, it's more of a slight mock sarcasm there, but
Awesome. As Apto grabs his neck, like Faru, what the fuck?
I'll try and I can't calm him down. I'm just gonna try and put my hands on his face, like,
Apto, you're going to be okay.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
you see the slight hesitation before he answers.
I don't think you're gonna be okay, Marie.
I'll be here with you every step of the
Maru,
way.
what is going on
promise.
back there?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. Apto's just making a scene, so it's all right. So don't worry about it. No.
I'm just trying to, just kind of lead him off. This is Apto's problem. Apto has to deal with it, and then Fire's trying to hear, he's trying to help him. He's told him he'll be there for him every step of the way.
Are you sure? Are
breath
you
you
sure?
take, every move you make,
Yeah.
they'll be watching you.
Oh man, I heard that song. And then and then I just kind of give him a pat, and then I just walk away.
Where do you pat him? Where do you pat him?
I patted him on his face, like here.
Absolutely. In your dry, scaly hands, you can't help but snag a few hairs.
Oh yeah.
It kind of peels away like an inch circle, revealing more of a iridescent, bluish, greenish, scaly kind of complexion underneath.
Yeah, well, I just motioned after, I guess after that happens, I'd be like,
Whatever you're going through, you have family here. We will help you.
I think after we pass out for like a few minutes.
okay. Yeah, like he sees Apto just, and then just kind of hit the ground, and he's just like, okay, that just happened. Veteran, we have a problem. And then I just, mosey my way back over to John.
Damn it. We can't be resting right now. We just catch our breath and keep moving. I don't want to deal with that goddamn big ape.
Me neither.
Apto's going through a hard time. He needs all the support he can get right now.
Apto, get your ass up.
Damn it.
We don't have.
Okay, I'm up.
All right, I guess it's time to break a finger.
We don't have stress Caesars here. Get up.
Oh man, I'm sorry, but this fucking turned out to be the craziest fucking session, man. All right, so I guess Sasano, are you and Fedivin chatting up, or have we forgoed that conversation?
I mean, I'll chat up.
Because I know that you on. It seemed like you were initiating a conversation when they were back
Oh,
there.
I was just dragging them out of, or having them move up, so when we do get another sprint going, it's farther up or with the pack. But I can have a conversation going.
Sure, go ahead.
So, what is the exact plan when we get to the village? Are we bartering with his life? There's a chance they may kill us.
There's a pretty good damn chance. There's a goddamn chance that this ape will kill us. Look,
Well,
the goal is to get to the port with nobody dying.
well, maybe we have to give him up to the big red ape.
Shneo kind of
Really?
poke his head over, like, he won't come after if we don't go in his land.
Yeah, and we are staying out of his land. Where does his land end?
I don't know.
That's why we're keep on moving.
Yep, yep.
All right, everybody settle up. Let's go. Sano, when we get to the village, we'll deal with it then. I have the outlinings of a loose plan.
Okay. You continue east. At this point, the trail is much wider. About 15 feet wide as it gradually opens the more east you go. You've noticed that there hasn't been a clear north move, like a north trail at all. It just seems to be like one cut across all this jungle, which, by the way, is still very much jungle. This whole time on this island is just nothing but jungle. Wildlife, a vast amount of snakes are around here. You know what I mean? Like wild snakes, different colors, different species. Seems to be a common sight that pass by. They're not hostile. You just kind of skim past them. Regardless of which, the path, like I said, has opened up at this point. And the trees begin to thin as well.
Question: can Fedivin still see boot marks?
Yeah, in fact, the more east you go, the more civilized tracks, by civilized I mean booted feet, you know what I mean? Seems to be more apparent on the ground, and you don't even need to check for that. I mean, it's pretty clear.
And there has been no path north this whole time?
Not one that you've either noticed or not one that you have passed because of the tree lines.
Okay. Continuing to move.
Fedivin, since you're leading the way, go ahead and give me another perception, please.
$14.
Behind some trees, you noticed a stack of stones just off to the south.
Like a couple steps away from the path?
Yep, like just on the other side of some brush.
I'll go check it out.
Absolutely. You make yourself closer to that. As you peel back, once again, another one of these effigies can be seen. A pile of stone, some symbolism on it as well. The symbol on this one is different than the one that you saw back at camp.
Okay. What does this one look like?
Just a moment, and he'll put it on the wall.
Just a moment. I'll put it on the wall.
Medusa-looking bitch.
There's like skeletal remains of snakes on this effigy. They seem to be manually placed and wrapped around through the stonework. Some tribalistic themes as well.
Hey, Faru! You know anything about this?
I'm gonna inspect just the structure of the effigy itself.
Yep, the effigy is about 2.5 to 3 feet from ground to tip. A much wider base. It seems like these were stacked together. Some sort of adhesive looks like they were used. Upon further investigation, it's almost like someone used raw meat and sinew, and as it dried, it just stuck to the rock, binding it all together like concrete.
Fire, you know anything about this?
I guess I could take a look at. I don't even know. I've been thinking. I don't think so, but I guess I'll give it a shot. I'll walk
Sure.
up to the effigy. I'll put John down as carefully as I can.
Sure. And what exactly are you having him search for Fedovan?
Oh, well, I mean, you seem to be the religious type. I was just wondering if you recognize this symbol.
Sure. Religion check.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was about to say 19.
You recognize this as once again, although you don't know the exact name of what this is all about, but you recognize this that falls under the effigy of Seth. Seth being the... if the symbol of Seth had subsects under it, this symbol you would recognize as a subsect of the Seth.
Yeah. Like you have, what is it? You have Christianity, then you have Baptists, you have
Correct.
Orthodox, you have Protestant. Yeah.
Is this good or bad?
Is it? Are these? Is this?
You know, with the 19, I'll say this. You would know. Would you know though? You'd have a base understanding with the 19 as a hermit. So you know that Seth is a snake god, one that was featured with wings, a flighted snake of sorts. He gave promise to his people of a better life and a way to continue going forward. And in your hermeticism, I don't even know if that's the word, in your hermit lifestyle, that's all I'm going to give you.
I guess it'd be I'm just writing this down as notes.
Yep.
Yeah. This religious symbol seems to be a subsect of the god Set. I don't quite know the name, but he seems to be, this god is a god of the people. So I'm guessing he's probably okay.
Well, hopefully. I don't know if it does us any good, but at least we know. Probably don't want to mess with any religious taboo, so I'm backing away from here.
Yeah, Faru kind of nestles his necklace of FOMOS into his shell, just in case anybody gets mad.
Speaking of necklaces, everywhere you go, you're leaving flowers still, I believe.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, flowers.
Wow. You're basically, if we try and run away, you're just letting them come to us.
Yeah.
Make sure if things get dicey, you take that off while we're running.
Yeah. I'll probably just do that now. I'm gonna take my little, necklace off.
Where do you put it?
I'm gonna put it in my backpack.
Okay. You put it in your backpack, and you hear rustling in your backpack.
Whoa. I'm gonna immediately take my backpack off and just open it up and look into it. But what is going on there?
You open it up, and it's like a big pocket full of posies.
Oh shit!
You just got a bunch of flowers in there that seem to be growing.
Great. Well, at least I won't be running out of any bouquets soon. so I just fold it back up and put the backpack back on.
Dude, I love how Faru always makes lemonade, man. That's great.
When life gives you whatever, you just make lemonade.
Lemon chops your the lemon. You chop the lemon's shell off or whatever.
You cauterize the wound with flowers. All right, guys. As you continue going east, and I believe that was the direction that you're all going to, we are going to do the following. Go ahead and remove your tokens, please. Just remind me that you still technically have a prisoner, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, John boy.
All right.
Get rid of them.
continuing east. Eventually, the tree lines thin. The wildlife grows quieter. The birds, not as abundant. The snakes, not as abundant. Signs of trees being cut down or have been cut down as stumps starts to make its presence. The wildlife clearly being harvested or has been harvested at some points. The open air concept of this deforested section yields much more visibility. At this point, I'm going to say we're about dinner time in as far as time is concerned, so 5 p.m.-ish, give or take. Even though the sun is up, it definitely appears to be later in the day. As you walk down this much wider trail, you're able to kind of spread out and spread your legs out. In the distance, there seems to be a structure about a quarter mile away towards your southeast-ish.
Do we see what the structure is?
It seems to be stone from this range, but you know, a little bit closer might yield more results.
Freestanding or in like a cliff base?
It seems like it's built on a hump in the land, like a natural formation of stone and rock.
Does it go up pretty high?
Yeah, it's decent. It almost looks like a keep.
Guys, this may not be the way that we want to go, but nobody's home. We might be able to get a bird's eye view of the island.
What did you find, Fenton?
Well, it looks like we got like a little fortress or keep or something over here.
Yeah, you visibly see Faru. He's getting shaken up because he hasn't been in civilization for decades in any capacity.
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, well, the least they could do is try and kill us, right?
Yes, I guess that's true. I just haven't been amongst anyone else, any other people for many years. This will be a joyous occasion, I guess.
Well, hopefully it's not too long and we can get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Okay.
Is our prisoner still passed out?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's probably not gonna wake up for a bit.
Oh no, that's all right. That's what I was looking for. All right. Well, let's approach cautiously.
Okay.
Not stealthily, just cautiously.
Yeah.
Okay, let's represent that with a stealth. It's not going to be an actual stealth, but at least a unit of measurement.
All right.
Not bad.
Nice.
All of us or just Steve?
Everybody.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oof.
Still.
Oh.
16, 15, 9.
Apto, you are by far the worst dice roller on stealth I've ever met.
We got a 12 average.
We got a lot of heavy armor.
Yeah. I'll do it.
As you make your way closer, this is the structure that you would come upon. You're a couple hundred feet away at this point, as you would start seeing, the closer you get, you would start seeing groups of 2 and 3 that seem to kind of patrol on the outskirts of the rock structure. You would start to see some smoke billowing out from inside the structure. Obviously, you don't know the specifics because you're currently not in a view of being able to see it properly. But on top of the keep, as you squint your eyes and really get a good feel for the land, you would see bowmen on the top of this keep-like structure, as they seem to keep guard As you change your angles and rotate a little bit on the tree line, counterclockwise or clockwise, you would also see guard towers. And what trees that are left are very thinned out and not in a position to break too much line of sight.
Are any of these bowmen on the towers readily visible?
They seem to be. What do you call the not pulpits? What do you call the little notches in the stone? They don't like lean over the rock or the stone. You know what I mean? They kind of go from little viewport hole to viewport hole. It's difficult to see who or what they are, but you do see you do see movement.
Okay.
Oh.
And we can't. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say those are actually quite literally historically just called kill holes. That was just the generic name for them, a kill hole.
Fair enough.
Are you talking about the battlements?
The little slots
Or-
in the side of the
Oh,
stone
the
wall.
slits.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just literally just kill holes.
Oh, okay. Arrow slits, right?
Yeah. Arrow
And
slits,
we-
kill
okay.
holes.
Yeah,
We can't
okay.
see anybody, or well, the people that are patrolling. Do we have a good view of any of them?
Absolutely. Give me a perception just to validate that unit of measurement.
22.
All of us or
Oh,
just
look at
one?
you. I mean, Fedovan seems to be the scout of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They all have red armbands on, very similar to the ones that you hijacked earlier. They seem to be... These ones seem to be at least somewhat armored, although it's difficult to tell exactly what. Maybe just a hodgepodge of skins and furs and leathers and whatnots. One of them, you swear you can see an eye patch on them. One of them wears a triangle hat. One of them actually is wearing a red dress that's cut off at the bottom and kind of turned into a tight shirt. But they seem to patrol around. At your angle, from what you can tell, you see like four groups of 2 so far. And that's not including what you see on the inside, which is hardly anything on the inside. From your angle.
Well, it definitely seems like a well-guarded garrison here of these smugglers or whatever. And we have 2 options. Leave this place alone, or go in, try and get some answers, try and get a way out. And we can either go in with the truth, or truth-ish, or go in with a lie. And we came across this guy, his 2 pals are dead, and we saved him. Or we use these armbands to act as mercenaries. They did not seem to like the Holy Empire.
Ooh, I don't think it's a good idea to use the armbands to lie. If they've been here for a while, I'm sure they'll know everyone by now.
Well, again, we could be new mercenaries.
Well, whatever you decide, I'm behind you.
Roll me an intelligence check, Fedovan. Just a straight intellect, not even a save.
Oh, oops.
Let's
Don't
zero
write
anyways.
that then.
Oh, it's +0 anyway, so it'll be the 14 anyway.
Yeah, it's 14.
So, with a 14, as you're speaking of all these plans, you look around, you notice that everyone that's patrolled so far is noticeably human.
I definitely can't pass off as one of them, but maybe mercenaries.
I'll after you then. I'll keep my
Well, do we say we
hand
came
by
up?
my sword if
Do we
needed.
say? Do we want to even go in this place?
Hold on.
Faru, Sanu, Shani, what do you guys want to do? Not about to walk into the tiger's den.
Well, let's us think about this. Faru is out of healing spells, right? If one of us goes down or needs healing, we're kind of fucked on that part. At most, you would probably be able to pass off as a human, Fedovan. Maybe me if they don't see my skin. That's about it. More than likely, they don't care about this guy if they're more armored than him. More than likely, based on what I can see, he's more like a pawn, a sacrifice to them.
Well, look, they're not necessarily hostile, right? if they're smugglers or pirates, they might just be looking for a bit of coin.
They're proprietors of. I forgot what the.
Exactly, they're proprietors
The proprietors
of exotic goods or something like
exotic
that.
goods.
It is a private property.
of exotic goods and services.
If they're proprietors, if they're smugglers, that means they have boats. If they have boats, we can get a ride, and if we can get a ride, that means coin for them, right? Maybe they don't want to put up a fight. Who knows?
Well,
Hey,
what's them
it-
to
it-
stop from killing us and taking our coin anyway?
Well, it's easier to make a deal than to fight for it.
True. Like, what's more valuable? Like 300 gold per se, or the life of 5 men?
We could save one of theirs. At least we have that to use to help us. Maybe they'll have a modicum of compassion and let us pass. If
All right.
just to keep our lives.
Sounds like we have our way in if we want to do this. Do we all want to do this? Schnee, I haven't heard anything from you.
Schnee kind of just got us nuts. They might have information in there. We need to go.
Baru, Sano?
Group decision, but are we wearing these armbands or are we taking
No, we're
them
not.
off?
We're not gonna wear the
So-
armbands.
Yeah, we'll just probably just hand them over, right? Or are we gonna hide?
Well, you might
Okay.
just want to, tie one up on this guy then.
I mean, we can put his back on him. We should definitely untie him, though.
It falls off his arm. No, I'm just kidding.
Put it
His
on
arm?
his good arm.
What arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, untie him, ungag him, the whole spiel.
You put his sock back on?
Put his sock back on.
Yeah.
He put his stinky, moist, soggy sock back on.
Which is now caked in blood and spit.
Hey, it's not my sock.
I guess we have to wake him up, right? I mean, he'll.
No.
probably know.
We do not want to wake him up. We want to leave him passed out.
All right.
We
All
do
right.
not want him talking.
So let me just make sure I'm understanding something. So you guys are setting up to just look like normal people walking towards them to talk? Is that
Yeah,
the plan?
we are going to walk up non-hostile, no weapons drawn, hands in the air, carrying this guy, kind of like, hey, we're not from around here. We have this guy. He looks like he's one of yours. We saved him.
Gotcha.
From a T-Rex, and then we'll pull out the tooth. Here's
We
the
hope,
tooth.
we hope he doesn't wake up right whenever we're in the middle of it.
Yeah, we hope we should. Like, here's the tooth that I meant for proof.
He starts waking up, Susano just boom, smack him back.
Oh, there's a mosquito. There's a mosquito.
Elbow.
Like one of those comedy shows, like you turn and knock him on the wall.
Yeah, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger
Lord.
in that plane. He's like, she smacks the guy, knocks him out, and he's like, oh, my friend's just tired.
He's dead tired.
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Fucking Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
So as you guys make your way closer to this encampment, the guards noticeably see you as you make no attempt to, hide. You're coming forth, in a. What the fuck is that?
What is what?
Sorry, my background music turned into a lecture.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Is that what that was?
That was just, sure and fuck was. Nevertheless, as you make your way closer, the guards notice you. As a horn is sounded, and the individuals on the top of the keep are statically in between these kill holes, as you said. Bows drawn and pulled as the rest of the guards come up in front of you. One particular, as these guards are kind of encircling you, there's 2, 4, 6, 8 so far, and then an individual walks out from kind of like parting of the Red Sea, pushes through these guards. Noticeably, you see a tail, a furry black tail. You see feet with claws. The knees kind of bend in a location that's different than your standard human. He looks like this.
this Khajiit?
It is Khajiit. No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be
would've
so
been
fucking awesome.
It is Khajiit.
He looks like that. As he
It does look like a Jeep.
As he pushes through, he points the hand crossbow at you all as you mechanically see arrows load up automatically. Zzz, 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 and then the bolt starts to glow and points it in your direction. He says to you, "State your business, stranger." And that's where we're going to end our session tonight because I'd like Ernest to be here for the next couple of things.
Yeah.
They're gonna probe us for information.
Oh yeah.
Butt stuff.
Oh boy.
Well, a lot of off the script stuff today, boys.
Wait, what was scripted?
I can't tell you that. But I'll tell you what, today was fucking fun, that's for sure.
Damn right it was.
Yeah, lots of, fucking crazy shit happening today. Insane, in fact. Let me kill the stream and the music, and then we could have our after action report. And then I get to spend an extra 15 minutes with my missus. Give me 1 second here.
Alright, Apto, we're 2 for 2 now.
2 for 2.